we're live. Ooh. Up a second. Oh, wow, so many people already in here. About to start the game right now. Hold a second. Let me get this all situated. If I could. Let's see here. Good fine eating to you, Ryan. Thank you so much. Bryce is looking better and better each week. Might try to go this way than ever call it a fleecing. Hopefully it works. Oh, yeah, for the trade. Yeah, no. I think that the Texans, the Panthers, and the Bears will be forever linked, depending on how all three of our quarterbacks go. Obviously, Bryce and Caleb are linked because the trade, and then obviously we didn't pick Stroud, we picked Bryce, and Stroud had a good rookie year, but now he's kind of have a sophomore slump. He's still good. I just think people had way too high of expectations for him, but because he had a good rookie year. But I agree. So it'll be first down 10 for the 30. I'll answer some more once we um, after this play. Obviously, Broncos starting with the ball 7-5 versus 3-8. Last time we streamed, it was Browns Steelers, and Browns ended up winning that game. So let's see what happens here. I picked the Broncos to win 24-20, and it's going to be a play action pass. Bo Nix throws it at the feet of Troutman. So it'll be second down and 10. Hey man, I see Bryce balling. Of course, even if we were rivals, I don't like seeing people hate on him. Glad to see him return to Bama Bryce. Exactly. Like I said, I'm so glad that I did not get off of the Bryce train. I was so close. I was so close to stepping off. But if I was like, you know what? No, no, no. We'll wait. We'll see what happens when he eventually does come back, and he's looked amazing since his benching. Second down 10, quick throw out to Marvin Mims, who's going to get up to about the 35 and down to about the 37-yard line. So it's going to be third down and about 3. Well, they put him at the half-yard line, so about 3 or 4. 14:43 remaining in the first quarter. Not much has gone off. Did you see the Michigan-Ohio State game? It was a riot. Oh, I was able to see, like, a little bit of it. I was mainly watching other games, but because it was kind of a boring game, but it was a good defensive battle. Going to be a handoff, and that gets absolutely nothing. So it's going to be 4th and 3. Going to punt this ball away. Um, Obviously, I saw the tail end. Like literally, I tuned into the game right before Michigan kicked the field goal. So I watched like the remaining of that, and then I was watching Mason Graham's interview, and that's when the fight broke out. And so I was watching that because, like I said, I was at work, so I had to watch it on a computer screen. But it was still still a great time. But it's wild to me that for most of my life, Ohio State. I mean, that's kind of a bad return, but gets down to about the 9-yard line. But for most of my life, Ohio State has absolutely dominated Michigan, and then now it's been 4 in a row that they've been able to beat them. So I understand why there's a lot of people who are, especially Ohio State players, that were really upset, like not being able to play for the Big Ten championship game, still being able to go to the playoffs, but like being 0-4 to get against Michigan, like that's just like that's gonna stay with them for a very long time. Let's see. Always crazy. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's unfortunate that we didn't get to be bowl eligible, but it is what it is. Um, we had our shots in many games and we blew it. So it's kind of like, you know what? It is what it is. We got good recruits. Hopefully, we'll be better next year. And then we kind of just move along our day. First down 10 for the 10. Jameis Winston's got time to throw. Throws across the middle. Will be up to the 25. Dump to the 30. 35. Jerry Jeudy up to the 45. 50. And gets out about the 46-yard line. First play for the Browns all the way down to the 46-yard line. Him and Jerry Jeudy have had a really good connection. I'm excited to see. Like I said, I was so close to picking the Browns. I have 24-20 where Broncos end up winning, but part of me was just like, I don't know. Maybe the Browns could be able to pull it off. I mean, it would definitely wouldn't help their draft situation, but like, I don't know. I don't know. Something feels weird. Something feels weird. I formation for the 46-yard line. Going to be a handoff to Nick Chubb, who's going to try the middle and going to get maybe one. So about second down and 9 from the 45-yard line. Let's see here. Da-da-da-da. Where was I at? Did you guys watch the Georgia game? Man, that dogs. But yeah, no, like I watched the Georgia game and I was because Georgia Tech has been a very tough test for a lot of like they beat Miami. Well, I kind of think Miami's a little bit of a fraud, but it's also a rivalry game. So I was like, I don't know. I feel like it can go either way, and it was a lot closer than even I thought it was going to be. But it was an amazing game to watch. That's for sure. I couldn't even stay up all night for that. Nick Chubb runs over multiple defenders and gets up to about the 30. What was that? 35-yard line for a first down. Nice run by Nick Chubb there. But I so for that game, I stayed up until I don't know because I had to work 7 to 6, so like I stayed up till like once that game went into overtime. Then I had on my phone and I kept on nodding off, and like I saw like the last 2 point conversion that they won. I was like, okay, now I'm going to bed because I was dead tired. Jameis Winston and shotgun going to be hands to Nick. Actually, no, forward up to the 30, down to the 29-yard line. Great gain of 6 yards there. Second down and 4 for the Browns. 11:35 let it go in the first quarter. What was that? Okay, yeah, Georgia Tech a sneaky good season. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I really like what their coach is doing. I think that if they get better recruiting classes, obviously with the transfer portal being the way that it is, they can possibly even like rebuild even faster. Haynes King, I think he'll be back for sure because I think he's a redshirt junior, but I might be wrong. Going to be a handoff to Nick Chubb, who's going to cut back and gets maybe a yard. Nothing much there. It's going to be third down about 3. Um, I had a buddy just ask me, is there a good parlay? Touchdowns for Bo Nix, Devontae Williams, Jared Judy, Nick Chubb. I don't know. Like I said, I don't do sports betting because I have no idea about the parlays or anything like that. Especially like sometimes I'm very good on it, sometimes I'm terrible at it. So I usually just don't take my advice on parlays. Third down and 4 from the 29-yard line. James Winston an empty set. Going to bring more into motion back out, and drops back a pass. It's got time, throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Unfortunately, him and Njoku are not on the same page. Winston's looking like Njoku did not run the right route. Looked to be a little bit of so was that supposed to be a corner? No. Jameis Winston is leading him way deeper up to about the 10-yard line, and he kind of cuts it short. Let's see here. Da-da-da-da. So it's gonna be on for a field goal, 47-yard field goal. Let's see if Dustin Hopkins gets it. And kick is up, and it is going to be. Ooh, he missed it. Wow, wide to the left. Dustin Hopkins missed a 47-yard field goal, so it's still 0-0, 10-16 remaining in the first quarter. Where was I at? Let's see here. Oh yeah, talk about the parlay. Maybe G Tech just wanted the game to end, so they purposely lost. I'm joking, of course, mostly. I wish they just went for it and tried to break the record, the overtime record. I'm trying to think what is overtime record. So before we went to the 2 point conversion stuff like that. It was for the longest time. It was Georgia Auburn, 1996, I believe. That went to 7 overtimes, and I think it was like 56-49, something like that. Then you had the LSU Texas A&M game that went like 77-72 or something like that, and that's the reason why they changed the rules. But I can't remember. I don't know what the overtime record is for the 2 point win. I would have thought that the eight overtimes would be it, but I'm not for sure. That would have been cool for all the players and attendees of the game. Browns go to the Super Bowl. Let's go. Hey. I said it last game, Baconator. I think if you stick with Jameis, you start building up that team with a very quality draft. I'm just saying you have pieces, and you're finally deciding like, hey, you know what? Yes, we paid Deshaun Watson, but we're not going to try to force anything because it's not going to be the benefit of the team. Like, there's no redemption for Deshaun Watson now. It's just we're paying him. He's going to be the most expensive backup in the world. But either you're drafting a QB, which I don't think you should. I really don't think you should. Or you're re-signing Jameis. Jameis has the community on like community fully like wants Jameis. Some of them might want Cam Ward or Shadur. I don't think Shadur would want to go to Cleveland, but I'm just saying that for the betterment of the team, whatever happens this season, wherever you end up picking, I think that there are a lot of different avenues, and some of it could be helping out Miles Garrett, especially with, dude. I've had this thought: if the Browns end up losing the remainder of their games, I'll just say that if they get Mason Graham, which I want Mason Graham so bad, but if Mason Graham goes on the Browns to pair with um, Miles Garrett, that is a scary combination. Going to be handoff to McMillan, who's going to get the first down and gain about 11 yards there. Great job by him. First down 10 for the Broncos. I really do like the Broncos uniforms, by the way, with the white helmets. I don't know, kind of like it. Let's see, where was they at? Picked the Broncos too, but after that Steelers game, I feel like they win in unexpected games. They would have lost. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the Browns are now an interesting team where like I feel like the Browns and the Panthers are like similar this game. We're like, well, Browns have a bunch of great defense, but our offense has been pretty good too. Actually, going to be a end around by Marvin Mims. Gains about close about 4 or 5 yards there. The third down. Oh no, sorry. Second down about 6 or 5, depending on where they spot him. But I think like both our teams are able to kind of play with anybody based on I think both of us have the right coaches in place. I think both of us have the right quarterbacks right now. Fake toss. Got all day to throw throws, and it's gonna be incomplete. Oh, try to get to Cortland Sutton. It was a good pass, just hit him. It hit him right in the hands, and it was off the hands of Cortland Sutton. Third down and 6. 9:03 remaining. Oh man. As long as Bo Nix and Cortland Sutton don't combine for 60 points, then I should win this week. But it hit him right in the hands. Third down 6 from the shotgun. Bo Nixon going to have McLaughlin to his right. I still can't believe he dropped that. From the 47, drops back a pass, getting a little pressure, throws, and it's going to be caught. It's going to be Cortland Sutton up to about the 31-yard line. It's going to be first down 10 for the Buccaneers. Broncos. Sorry about that. They finally got him on that crossing route. Like I said, it was a perfect pass the first time. He just dropped it. Let's see here. The ACC as a whole is a fraud. I kind of agree. I'm interested to see how SMU does. If SMU beats Clemson, I'm interested to see how they do in the playoff. They're not. They could possibly win like the first round, but I don't think they're going to get past the first round, or do anything past it. But Bo Nix drops back to pass, throws a dangerous pass, but like great job by him finding a window. Gets about for 5 yards to be second down and 5. Let's see here. Well, do you think they will all four score touchdown each? Let's see. That was what Nick Chubb, Jerry Judy, Devontae. Ooh, I don't feel confident in Devontae Williams getting a touchdown. I feel like Jerry Judy might, Nick Chubb might, and Bo Nix definitely will. But if Devontae Williams get a touchdown, I probably wouldn't take that one. Then again, he might score a touchdown this drive. Second down and 5. Bo Nix drops back to pass off his back foot, throws to Williams, and it's going to be incomplete. Great defense there by number 58. So it'll be third down and 5. 7:36 remaining in the first quarter. Still 0-0. Let's see where we at. I feel like it could happen with Nix to Williams end zone that only needs 3 total touchdowns. That's true. Like I said, I don't know about rushing. That's the reason why I would not be high on Williams this game because I don't know how he's going to do against this Browns defense. You know, um, Third down 5 from the 25-yard line. Bo Nix in shotgun formation. Drops back to pass. And got time. Step in the pocket. He's going to scramble. Throw in the run. It's going to be caught. Great job by Cortland Sutton catching it on his far shoulder. First down 10. Gain about 7 there. 7:22 left to go in the first quarter. Kickers be kicking everywhere but goalposts. Absolutely, it was a weird weekend for kickers. I mean, Eddie missed 2. I know, like, okay, I'll talk about this probably in the next. I'll preface this going into the next commercial break. Yes, there was a lot of missed field goals, but I think there was also some overreactions to kickers as well. I'll talk about it at the break. First down 10, going to be a handoff to Williams. No, actually, sorry, McLaughlin, who stiff arms a defensive lineman. Don't know how he did that, but only gains about a yard. So it'll be second down and 9. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's 9 overtime, but I don't know off the top of my head. Overtime record is 9 overtime in 2000. Illinois, Penn State. That's right. That sounds right, because that was the one where Penn State came in. I believe they were undefeated, and Illinois was just like, it was not a good team, and I think it was the same exact game. I'm trying to think what Auburn game was. I was at an Auburn game when it happened, and we were all like looking at the scoreboard, like, what in the world is going on? I can't remember what it was. I think it might be the Texas A&M game. I'm not for sure. Bo Nix drops back to pass, is getting a little bit of pressure, rolls out to his right, throws across his body, and it's going to be caught down to the 1-yard line. Is Vele. That's an incredible catch. Kind of a sliding down there. So we first and goal from the 1. 5:49 left to go in the first quarter. Still 0-0. But the Broncos are knocking on the door. That's a catch. That's an absolute catch. Bo Nix under center. Going to be a handoff, and he is going to be short. That's Williams. No, it's actually McLaughlin. Sorry, McLaughlin's going to be short by half a yard. So it'll be second and goal from the half-yard line. What was I saying? Oh, that's right. I got to remember during the timeout, I'll talk about. Oh, he was so close. Oh, he was like that far. He was that far from the goal line. Okay, so basically like second and goal from like the half-inch yard line. Bo Nix under center. And it's going to be handoff to Williams, and Williams is going to be stopped and loses about a yard and a half. He got stopped at. Okay, that's the thing. He got stopped with forward progress, and then he tried to bounce it out, and then he lost about a yard and a half. So that's going to be a loss about a yard and a half. So it'll be third and goal from the 2. 4:30 remaining in the first quarter. Bo Nix in shotgun with Williams to his right. And going to be a handoff, and Williams is going to get into the end zone. Just like I said, do not listen to me for parlays, stuff like that, because I was like, I don't know, Williams is going to get a touchdown, and he did. He absolutely did. So 6-0 for the Broncos, going for the extra point. I find that hilarious. That literally just like I was like, I don't know, I wouldn't trust my opinion on this one because like I don't know the Browns Broncos game I did not feel too well about. But that is funny that literally I was just like, yeah, probably not. Then he gets it on the drive. But I did say he probably would. Kick is up and kick is good. So he's 7-0, 4:13 remaining in the first quarter. Please, Browns give up 450 yards and like 38 points. I'm facing Javonte Williams and Browns defense in fantasy, and my only hope is the Broncos D. Hold up a second. You need you you need Javonte Williams to not do well, and you need the Browns defense. Okay. I'm sorry, but I do not think you're going to get that. I don't know how down bad that is. That's pretty bad. Like I said, I'm pretty much going to win this week in fantasy, unless unless Bo Nix and Cortland Sutton combine for 60 points. I am good, and I feel pretty confident that it's going to be that way. And so now I'm pretty much I went from 0-5 to now 6-6, and now it's going to be 7-6 to where there's a potential I could be third place. That's what I'm saying. Like, I have had such a good team, but I had some of the worst luck, and then I gave some of the worst luck to Luke, and Luke is very upset about that because ever since he started taunting me about I was 0-5, I was like, okay, I'm putting my curse on you. I don't believe in curses, but I just thought it was funny. And then literally ever since then, he literally got my curse where it was like the best team that scored was going. He was going against them. He'd be like the second leading scorer and would be still losing. And he went on this long losing streak. He finally broke it this week thanks to Josh Allen getting the receiving and throwing touchdown. He lucked out on that one, but now he has a shot to make the playoffs too. So you know, I helped him out a little bit, and he helped himself out a little bit. We're going to be able to make the playoffs. Like I said, I like fantasy, but I'm also not like super duper like heavily invested in it. So, oh, that's right. First, let me. I had Devontae Williams in fantasy last season. Okay, I have a terrible habit of barely winning and having one player coming Monday Night Football. I would probably need help. I'm 8-5. If I lose this week, so I'll make the playoffs. But CeeDee Lamb, you're my opponent. Okay. Yeah. No. Also, Emmanuel, you had a string of like 3 games, well, no, like 3 weeks in a row where it came down to the kicker, and like one of them was like the Chris Boswell like legacy game, and like that unfortunate. And then it was like Brandon Aubrey? I think it was one week. I don't know, Emmanuel. Sometimes you have the worst luck when it comes to fantasy that I've seen. Quickly talking about kickers, but while this kickoff is underway, I'm supposed to do it during commercial break. But there's some Panthers fans that want to get rid of Eddie. Now, Eddie's going into a contract year, so it depends on how much he's asking for. But considering that, yes, 2022 Falcons game, the DJ Moore helmet game, absolutely you could blame him for the loss. You can absolutely blame him for the loss for you could well there's other factors, but you could try to blame him for the loss for this past game against the Buccaneers. But he could have had a redemption if it not had been for Chuba Hubbard's fumble. But he has also won us games. Let's not forget that he won us the Giants game, and also he won us the Saints game. So do not forget what he also has done. From the 30-yard line, James Winston drops back to pass, throws, and it's going to be complete up to the 41-yard line. It's going to be Njoku. Great catch by Njoku with a one-handed catch. What's his name? They're 55 for the Broncos on the coverage. Barton, that's right, that's right. That happened to me last year. My fantasy name last season was Stroud Boys, Marsh the Fields, and I had both Stroud and Fields. Gotcha. Mine last year was something to do with Nick Chubb. I think I had like Chubb Lover or something like that. And then this year was Let the Rook Cook because I have James Cook and Caleb Williams. Under center, going to be a toss and going to be a reverse, and that's going to be 87. Who is 87 for the Browns? I do not know who 87 for the Browns is. We're only getting about 2 yards there. Second down, and it's Kadarius Toney. Oh my gosh, I forgot Kadarius Toney was on the Browns. That is crazy. Gain is 2 yards, so we second down 8. 3:11 left to go in the first. Also, nice James Winston try to get a little bit of block in there. um, I had certified Chubb Lover was my fantasy name, and then Nick Chubb got hurt, but I still had a really good season because I drafted really well. I don't do trades. I don't do a lot of trades. It makes it try to draft well. Hand off to Ford. He cuts back inside and gains probably about 5 or 6 yards there. Because it's going to be, I'll say about 5. It's going to be about third down and 3 for the Browns, down 7-0. And then so like this year is Let the Rook Cook, and then for the main one, and then ones I do friends kind of just like it's like a 6-person kind of league, so not anything really. I have a wide receding hairline because of course I'm quite going bald, so I figured that was a good one. Third down 3 from the 48-yard line. James Wilson in shotgun formation, going to send Jerry Jeudy into motion. Drops back to pass and is going to step up in the pocket, going to scramble up to his left, throw on the run, and it's going to be caught up to the 20, up to the 15, makes a man miss. 10, and down to the 8-yard line. That is Elijah Moore. Wow. I might messed that up. Came close. Ooh, but I said Elijah Moore. There we go. Wide open. Um, I didn't mind Elijah Moore coming out of Ole Miss, but I'm glad he's found a little bit of a role there at the Browns. Who was that? Levi Wallace. Oh man, Levi Wallace has got to be like what 30? He's got to be 30. I remember who he was at Bama. James Wilson under center from the 8-yard line. Going to be Nick Chubb in the backfield. Going to be a play action pass and throws for the end zone. It's going to be caught in Njoku with a touchdown, 7-6. Like I said, I feel like the Browns can be able to move the ball on them. Okay, if the Browns end up winning, I'm gonna be very mad at this switch because everybody else in the pick'ems picked the Broncos to win, and now I have to have a perfect score for me to be able to get even the points. And I'm still in second place because Luke had a really good week last week, but unfortunately, um, everyone picking the Broncos kind of made me like where I have to get a perfect score to even get some points. So extra points up, and it is. Ooh, he barely got that one in. 7-7. Um, but that, like I said, if the Browns win, I'm gonna be very upset because I should have switched. I'm like 2-1 in my kicker games. That's right. Great turnaround for my fantasy team. Started 1-3. Now I'm 8-4. Great 5-game win streak. Like I said, it's one of those things too. Like if you make a good trade, and then it like starts like like I look like a genius after that. I love that too. Or it feels so good when you like stick with a player. Like I drafted Bryce. He got benched, so I got Andy Dalton too. But I was like, I just had Bryce on my bench the whole entire time, and I kept feeling like, you know what? Maybe I should try for a different player. I don't know what's going to go. And I was like, no, I'm going to stand firm. I feel confident that he's going to come back, and it pays off. I have Jared Goff, I have Caleb Williams, and I have Bryce Young. So I have three good quarterbacks who have been doing really well. I really should have started Caleb Williams this past game, but I didn't know he was going to go for 26. But I still started Bryce, who went for 24, 25, I think. Like I said, I've had amazing drafts this past 2 weeks, past two years. So I'm very happy with my ball knowledge. That's for sure. But I don't do trades. I think I did one trade last year, and that was to get a running back, and it didn't really work. It was like so. I think, but for the most part, I don't do trades. I trust my gut, and then hope for the waiver wire to work out. Um, oh, also announcement. So because I have so many papers to write this week, this is the week before finals for me. I'm trying to combine from last week and this week. So what I'm going to end up doing is for the transition from basement to penthouse, I'm going to combine the 3 weeks. It gives me time as far as focusing on school, of course. I only have one final next week, so that also helps too. Um, but I'm going to combine week 12, 13, to 14 to make a bigger storyline, kind of like what I did with combining, what was it, 9 and 10, week 9 and 10. And people seem to like it, so I'm going to do that. One, so it's not as much work on me as far as like trying to get out a big video and then like quick turnaround to do a shorter video for like a week 14. But instead, I'll be able to focus on trying to make a longer video, all cohesiveness. And so I'm announcing that just because like I want to let you know like this is the situation, but I want to make sure that it's really good. So in order to do that, that's the reason why I'm going to push it off for another week so that I'm not rushing. I'm not super duper stressed out because, like I said, I've got papers I got to write, stuff like that. Um, but I think people are going to like it. I was really happy with what wrote for last week. Like I said, I've already written that. I'm almost done writing for this week, and so then I'll combine those to make a. I'll probably add some certain things to kind of transition over, and then into week 14. So it'll save me a lot of time. Fake the handoff, but it goes right back to him and absolutely snuffed out by 58. That's Hicks there. So he's second down 10 for the 30-yard line. Goodness gracious. Thank you so much, Zoe. Yes, like I said, I only have one final. I have my econ final. I hate economics. I really do. I don't know. I think it's just because like I can't learn in a huge auditorium kind of setting like that. 200 students is way too many people. I can't focus on those tiny chairs. My butt is very big. I'm a very large man, as you can tell, and I feel like just smushed. I just Second down 10. Bo Nix drops back a pass, throws across the middle. It's going to be, fumbled, and returned from the 30 up to the 25-yard line, up to the 20, 15, 10, 5, and walks, actually hurdles into the end zone as Harrison. Is that actually going to be a fumble? They're counting as a touchdown. Okay, so they said incomplete pass. Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, I don't know if he made a football move. Let's see. Okay, so catch, secure, and ooh, Mohamed Diaby. I like Diaby coming out from. See, he was at Florida and he was also at Utah. I liked him coming out. I haven't seen much of him, so I'm surprised. That should have been a lot looked at more because he had 2 feet. I don't know. I guess they didn't give him the football move, but third down 10, so it's not a return for a touchdown. Rolls out to his right and is going to throw. Oh my gosh, taking a deep shot and incomplete. Try to get to Troy Franklin, but unfortunately just beyond his reach. Fourth down 10, going to punt this ball away with 55 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Still 7-7. Browns defense almost had a return for a touchdown. Let's see here. It says a post route right here. Let's see. Cuts in, like I said. And then the safety, I think that's Harrison, comes in. Great coverage. Punt is away. And it's going to be fair caught at the 11-yard line. So first down 10 for the 11 is going to be the Browns with 48 seconds left to go in the first. Yeah. So that's it. I only have that final. I have another paper that's due, but I have 3 papers due this week. They're due Friday. I have a 20-page paper, 10-page paper, and an 8-page paper. So that's the reason why I was just like, when I was thinking about it, I was like, I don't really want to put myself through my stretch, and I was like, I think people will understand. So I was like, I want to announce it on stream, especially for all the people that join. I'm so appreciative of you for y'all joining, and so just like I'll announce it then, let people know. And I think that'll be better for like the story wise. But yeah, nobody accepted any of my trades. I drafted terribly, like 6 or 7 wide receivers, but I hit the waiver wire hard. Tyrone Tracy was a godsend in my running back room. I got Tyrone Tracy on my. I got him later in my sleeper for late. We have sleeper for the dynasty picks. I got him late. I got Shakir also because like I wanted to add him in the offseason, but they wouldn't allow me to, so I had to draft him, and I was very happy for that because I believed so hard in Khalil Shakir. Like the fact that both of my videos in the offseason about the hip drop tackle not being a big deal, and the fact that the Bills would be fine without Stephon Diggs, both of those have looked amazing because I have not seen a single hip drop tackle called. And, because I remember that was a whole big uproar, and I was like, this is not as big a deal people say it is. And then the Bills video has worked out so much. Now, technically, I said that Ricky Pearsall, they probably go with Ricky Pearsall, but they ended up going with Keon Cole, which I was fine with. But I said Khalil Shakir is going to take over that role for Stephon Diggs, and I feel very confident in that. And it has worked out so well. I'm so glad that I stuck with my guns. I was like, you know what? Shakir was really good at Boise State. I think that, he was going to be a very reliable receiver. Now, he has been way more reliable than I thought he was going to be. And the fact that, it's 90% completed percentage with him and Josh Allen is incredible. But that's what I'm saying is like those videos look so good right now because like it has worked almost to perfection. The Bills are, you know, a one game or one actually really half a game back from the Chiefs because if the Chiefs lose, then they have the tiebreaker over them. Like I feel very good about both those videos. I don't know why I just thought about that. From the 12-yard line, James Wilson under center with Nick Chubb in the backfield. Going to send Tony into motion. Going to be handoff to Nick Chubb, who gets a loss of about 2. Great job there, but I'm at 92. Is that Tillman? Yes, it is. Tillman with the stop. So we second down and 12. 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Can you tell I didn't play fantasy before this year? Before last year, I'd never played fantasy. I no, actually, no. That's a lie. That's a lie. This is my third year playing fantasy because the first year was so bad. Okay, I'll talk about that at the end of this next play because it's probably going to be end of end of the first quarter. I'll tell you how bad my first year in fantasy was because I didn't ask for anybody's help, and I probably should have. James Winston under center, and it's going to be a play action pass. He's going to lose time. He's going to throw, and it's going to be caught up to the 22, and he's going to get the first down. It's going to be Elijah Moore. Great catch, and it's going to be a first down end of the first quarter, 7-7. And the Browns are hanging in there. Like I said, I still think it's going to be a close game. I still have it being 24-20. Right now, things are looking pretty good that way. But like I said, if the Browns win, I'm going to be very upset. I didn't switch. But talking about fantasy. So my first year, I didn't ask anybody for help. I just was like, okay, I'm going to get the best. I'm going to get the best possible players. To tell you how bad I was, for my first 2 picks, I picked Josh Allen and Mark Andrews. I did not know anything about like who you're supposed to take. Like you're supposed to take, running backs or wide receivers first. I didn't know that. I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. This is gonna work out well for me. But my saving grace was that I also drafted well later in the rounds. So like I got Dameon Pierce his rookie year. He had a really good rookie year. I'm trying to think who else I drafted late. But like I was doing well later in my drafts because like I felt good about these rookies and that nobody else really had confidence in. And it worked out for me where I still was decent my first year, but it definitely helped that Josh Allen just went off for multiple games, kind of carried me that season. And then last year, like I said, Nick Chubb got hurt, but because I also drafted Sam Laporta late, I had drafted Tank Dell late, I had drafted like so many other players late that I was able to I started off really well, and then everybody like I couldn't get in the waiver wire because I was one of the highest in the leagues as I kept on losing, so that kind of screwed me over. And then this year has been completely different because, like I said, I was 0-5. I stuck to my guns, and then now I'm almost going to be third in the league, and I have a really good roster. I actually thought about doing this this past year. Well, before the season started, it was like tips for fantasy and whatnot. But because I know that a lot of people that are in my fantasy leagues watch my videos, I was like, I'm pretty much just giving the blueprint of like what I'm going to be drafting. So I don't think I should. I don't think I should. But part of me kind of wants to because I think like I don't know. I generally do pretty well as far as drafting wise. I usually have a decent idea of like people's roles. Um, and so like I said, like I've thought about doing it. I might do it eventually, but I don't know. That was one of the reasons why I didn't do it because I was like they're gonna be watching my videos and then I'm gonna be screwed over because be like, oh, this is who he wants. I want to take him. I want to take him before it gets to him. First down 10 for the 23-yard line. James Winston under center with Nick Chubb in the backfield. Going to be a play action pass, and James Winston's about to run out of time and gets dragged. Oh, actually throws the ball right before he gets dragged down. Incomplete. Going to be second down and 10 for the Browns. I think I had everything. Yes. Okay, good. Yeah, second down 10. But yeah, no, I don't know. I like fantasy, but I'm not the kind of person that gets too heavily involved in it. Why is Levo Wallace like 8 yards behind? That's weird. Levo Wallace was like literally 8 yards off of Jerry Judy. Going to be handoff Nick Chubb. Is going to try the right side and gets absolutely nothing. Just gets swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd down and 10. Great tackle by Zach Allen there, who's had an amazing season. Is is this his contract year? I'm pretty sure this is his contract year. Let me double check and make sure, but I'm pretty sure that I'm right. Zach Allen. 3rd down 10 for the 23-yard line while I look this up. James Winston in the empty set. Drops back to pass. And is going to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. I'm surprised there's not a flag on McMillan there. He got, let's see. He was on Elijah Moore. I'm making sure that wasn't a tug, but it looked like almost like a tug. No, okay, good. Okay, yeah, that's right. Zach Allen did sign a long extension, so he did not. He is not going to be a free agent. That's for sure. I forgot about that. So very good pickup by the Broncos. He's worked out really well for them. All right, Bajorquez for the punt, and it's going to be a return. No, actually, no. It's going to be go out of bounds about the 35-yard line, depends on where they spot it. But it'll be 1st down 10 for the Broncos. 14:02 left to go in the second quarter. And it looks like we're going to commercial break. Okay. Let's see, what else did I want to say? I thought about doing also the Panthers recap for like the past 2 weeks. I might still do that, but I don't know if I'm still going. Like, I'll do that for still doing it during the season, but I don't know if I'm going to do both weeks. I think I might just skip it. Even though I would have a lot to say. I could just probably do it at halftime and just let you know my feelings about Bryce, because I've already kind of said it before. Thank you so much for y'all were in here earlier than I thought you were going to be. Bryce has been looking really good. The team's been looking pretty good, but I'll probably go a little more in depth about my feelings about it at halftime. Just kind of talk about it a little bit. Also, Luke and I should be back with. I don't know if we're okay. I gotta talk to him again. I'm pretty sure we might still do predictions, but part of us are also talking about talking about the wild card races, who's going to be able to get the wild card, the upcoming schedules, stuff like that. So we're still working out what are we going to do moving forward, because like for some of the predictions, it kind of gets like, I don't know, predictable might not be the best word, but it's kind of predictable. Like, the struggling teams, like, oh yeah, they're probably going to not want to win this game, so you know. And then like if it's like a tank bowl, it's kind of like a toss up. Like who do I really think is going to be? Who do I think is going to screw up their draft position? Like the Titans versus Jaguars. I'm probably going to go to Titans because they don't really have anything to lose. But the Jaguars still are the number one overall pick, and if they keep the number one overall pick, then they can trade out of it, or they can get Travis Hunter. I don't know which way they're going to go. So I don't know. Like those games are going to be hard to predict because it can go literally either way. Like the Cowboys Panthers game can literally go either way. I do not know. Like we have an option of beating the Cowboys, but if you win against the Cowboys, then we go from like 5 all the way down to 10. I'm just saying that's where I'm a little bit concerned. 1st down 10 for the 38-yard line. Going to be handoff, and is going to lose about 2 yards there. That's going to be McLaughlin. I mean, great job by the Browns defense there. I don't know why I'm like mixing up on words there. Bowden just had a pretty good game so far. Like I said, really great throws, throwing on the run no less. But they have not been able to run the ball at all. I mean, they got a rushing touchdown, but not much outside of that. Empty set for Bo Nix after that 1 yard loss. About two. Bo Nix drops back to pass. It's got time, throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Try to get to Vele, but unfortunately, are they going to call a flag? Yes, they is. Yes, they is. Yes, they is. Harrison is going to be called for the hold there. Wait, that's Harrison or is that Emerson? That's Emerson. Sorry about that. I don't. Mm, Kinda. Like I said, I can see why they're calling it, but I don't know. I would just let the boys play with that one. I don't know. It's not egregious. Did I take Josh Allen too high? I drafted him in the middle of the fourth. No. That's good. That's good. Usually, usually, how I see other people do is that they usually take quarterbacks either low third or high fourth. That's when they start taking them because you can get your skill players first. Going to be a handoff, number 23, Estime, for about a 6 yard loss. 6 yard loss. A 6 yard gain. Goodness gracious. Second down and 4. Sorry about that. But yeah, no, like that's good. Because like what I usually do, and what most people do, is they'll take a running back or a wide receiver with their first pick. Second pick, they'll do vice versa, or they might double up. Some people might do 2 running backs. Some people might do 2 wide receivers. I wouldn't do that. And then that third pick, either people desperately want to get top end quarterbacks, or they'll get their third impact player because quarterbacks, pretty much all of them play well. And tips in the air is going to be picked at the 32-yard line. Greg Newsome, and it goes down. Wow. Bo Nix almost getting sacked by Myles Garrett. Throws right into coverage, gets tipped up in the air, and unfortunately, that's going to be a pick. Greg, I don't hit him in the head. I don't know what the celebration is for, but okay. Greg Newsome with the pick. That was kind of weird celebration, but I think there's a Ward on coverage. Let's see here. Yeah, Ward on coverage, pops up in the air, is going to try to go to Troy Franklin, and Greg Newsome with pick. So Browns take over. 12:32 left to go in the second quarter. I'm going to commercial break. Goodness gracious. Hold a second. But yeah, no, like Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Lamar would probably go around that time. I think I got Jared Goff in the 5th, and then I got Caleb Williams in the 7th. I'm trying to think when I got players because, like I said, there's some players that you will think about, like okay, like Bryce, I knew I could get late because a lot of people don't have faith in him, but I did. And for Caleb, he's a rookie, so is he going to go as high? No. And so you kind of like just like have to hope and pray that other players, other teams get like this quarterback or this quarterback or this quarterback, and then you can have kind of like the bottom of the barrel, but like still be able to work out. Like Jared Goff is not going to go super duper high because he doesn't have rushing yards, doesn't have rushing touchdowns, that kind of stuff. But he will go off, and because you're on a Lions offense that is explosive, he might have some games he doesn't do too well because they're mainly rushing the ball. But for the most part, he's going to have either pretty average games like he had this time where he had 16, or he's going to have like amazing games like he's had in the past where he's gotten close to 30. So, I don't know. Like I said, these are the kind of stuff that I thought about talking about with like the fantasy video, but I decided not to do it. But like I said, I enjoy talking about it because like a little bit of strategy to it. But no, you didn't take him too high. You took him at a good spot. I'm trying to think what else. Like I said, talked about the no penthouse or basement video this week. Like I said, I'll have that coming up next week. Where do week 12 through 14. Talked about Luke and I. Our video is going to come out this week from a 31-yard line. Going to be a handoff, and it's going to get absolutely nothing. Like I said, none of these teams can really rush the ball at all. Yeah, they're showing it right now. Like I said, Miles Garrett was breathing down the neck of Bo Nix. Yeah, that's a great play by Denzel Ward too. All right, so since with no game, second down 10 from the 31-yard line. James Wilson in shotgun formation, drops back to pass, and throws, and it's going to be incomplete right through the hands of Njoku. Third down and 10, 11:55 left to go in the second quarter. Um, I'm trying to think. There was one other announcement that I wanted to make, but I can't remember. It'll come to me. But I don't know. I think the other one was just talking about the Panthers. So like I said, I'll do that at halftime, so it's fine. Drop back to pass, and it's going to be throw. It's going to be ink. It's going to be complete up to the 30. No, sorry, 47-yard line. That is number 81. Who is number 81? Who from Oklahoma? Woods. Woods. Who is? I don't know who that is. I do not know who that is, unfortunately. But great catch on a little bit of a hitch there. So it'll be first down 10 from about the 47, 48-yard line. Looks like the 47. James Wilson in shotgun formation with Nick Chubb to his right. 4 seconds left to go on the play clock. And it's going to be a play action pass. James Wilson rolls out to his right, throws on the run, tips up and incomplete. It'll be second down 10 from the 47. Um, but I think that was all that I wanted to say. I'm pretty sure that is. That would have been funny for a bit of pick. Back to back picks. But great job by Chernard there. Justin Chernard. I don't think I ever if I is it Chernard or Chernard? Chernard. I think it's Chernard. Third down and 10. James Winston is going to be under center with Ford in the backfield. No, sorry. Shotgun formation with Ford to the left. From that angle, he did not look like he was in shotgun. Going to be a handoff, and makes me a miss. Going to get the first down up to the 40, up to the 35, and down to about the 31-yard line. Great, 32. Great job by Ford there. Um, I don't. It's not like I don't love the play call, but that's also just a make man miss. Good on Ford for making Trenard miss. Just got done praising him. Because that's a weird play call to call on third and 10, but it works. But I wouldn't. All right. So first down 10 from the 32-yard line. James Wilson under center with Ford in the backfield. Going to be a play action pass. James Wilson's got all day to throw. And is going to run out of time. He's going to tuck it in and going to maybe gain a yard. Or it might be a sack by Jordan Ellis. Are they going to give him a sack? I think they gave him back to the line of scrimmage, so I don't think it's just going to be a tackle. Jonah Ellis from Utah liked him coming out. He had a lot of good technical traits, but sometimes was a little bit athletically wasn't all there. Second down 10 from the 32-yard line. James Wilson in shotgun formation. Going to be a handoff to Ford, who's going to get to 30 down to the 27-yard line. Looks like it. Going to be a third down 5. That is crazy how many much more passing yards. Almost 120 more passing yards with Jameis Winston. That kind of shows you how bad Deshaun Watson's been. But that's nothing new. So third down 5, 9-8, 9-8. I've been really bad today. I'm so sorry about that. 9:03 remaining in the second quarter. James Winston in shotgun formation with Ford to his right. Draws back a pass and is going to run out of time. Rolls up to his right. Throws across his body and going to be incomplete. Try to get to Jerry Jeudy, but unfortunately incomplete. Fourth and 5. Going to be a field goal attempt by Dustin Hopkins. Missed his first one's a 47-yarder. This is from the 27, so this will be a 30. Ooh. No, it's going to be like a 42-yarder. 45-yard field goal. Sorry about that. See, he pushed it left the last one. See what happens here. And snap, hold, kick is up, and kick is going to be good. So it's going to be 10-7 for the Browns. 8:49 remaining in the second quarter. So Browns, hey, Dustin Hopkins, you finally made it one. Could have been 13-7, but you know, great pick by Greg Newsom that sets this up. And let's see if the Broncos can. See, the Broncos can respond. They're showing the new Mufasa. I don't care. It's an IMAX. I'm not watching that. Not watching it. I don't. I didn't like the 2019 one. I'm not watching this. I'm just. Hmm. Anyways, I think we've talked about a couple times about or I have talked about movies. There are some movies that I want to watch, like I said, but I'm waiting for them to come on streaming. Um, I was able to show. This was Sunday. Yeah, this was yesterday. I was able to show my sister finally Office Space. She really liked Office Space. Um, and then what's the other one too that I showed her? What's the other movie that we watched on Sunday? We watched Waiting because my dad never seen Waiting. Waiting's a good comedy, especially if you worked in the restaurant business. It is very very good. Um, you don't have to have done that, but like it's a very very funny movie about the restaurant business. Um, I'm trying to think of the third movie that we watched because we watched like I said we just were watching movies while we were eating and celebrating Thanksgiving because we weren't able to do that on Thanksgiving. Um, I'm really trying to think of the movie that was. It was on Tubi, and I cannot remember what it was. By the way, in case you do not have it, Tubi is really good. I know it is. A couple years ago, people were wondering what the heck this was because, like, you know, there was the Greg Olson ad where like went down a rabbit hole. But I am a big proponent for Tubi because one, it's free. Yes, there's ads, but I don't care. If it's free and it has stuff that you can't find anywhere else, I think it's a good product. Now, there are Tubi originals, no, but they have some movies you can't find anywhere else. So I'm a big proponent of Tubi, but I cannot remember what movie we watched. That's the problem. That's frustrating me that I can't think what it is. I can think of the other two, but I couldn't think of that one. Oh, that's right. We watched Arthur Christmas because my sister loves that movie, and we were like, I was getting the Christmas spirit. So, and my dad had never seen it either, so he liked it. And like I said, Arthur Christmas is a pretty good Christmas movie. Ooh, we could talk about Christmas movies in a little bit. Uh, gonna be a kickoff for Dustin Hopkins, up 10-7 with 8:49 left to go in the first half, and it's gonna be for a touchback out of the back of the end zone. What is I don't like sometimes like the graphics for the ESPN stuff. It just looks weird. I don't like it. I don't know. It looks like 2011 Madden. Some of the graphics, which like I'm not trying to dog them to the VFX, so they're not given the proper time that they need. I just would rather you not do it. Bo Nix drops back a pass, and what are you doing, Bo? Okay, that's Auburn Bo right there. Bo, don't do that. Okay, one of my biggest pet peeves, like I said, I play offensive line. One of my biggest pet peeves is when a quarterback, when there's not really pressure, forces himself into pressure because he puts himself into that pressure by rolling out of the pocket too early. Did a little bit there, should have just stepped up and then throw it away instead of rolling out even further, basically rolling into the way of the defender. Don't do that. Second down and 10. Bo Nix so far had a pretty good start of the game, but now he's 5 or 12 with an interception. Bo Nix going to drop it, and it's going to be throw to McLaughlin, who's going to make a man miss and gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to be it. So 3rd down 2 from the 30-yard line. Broncos have not looked too good. Like I said, they can't run the ball. Outside of that one drive, I think they have a total of like 70-something yards. There is a flag, however. Illegal formation? Yeah, illegal formation on the Broncos. On Garrett Bowles. So I guess he lined up in the backfield, if I guess. All right. So it'll be 3rd down 10. 10:30, not 10. 8:36. I go second quarter. Like I said, I've just been awful. Bo Nix in a shotgun formation. Draws back to pass. Has got time. Taking a deep shot, and it is going to be almost intercepted. Try to get to Cortland Sutton, but unfortunately, it's going to force a punt. Basically threw a jump ball, and that's not good. Myles Garrett's kind of holding onto his shoulder. I mean, it could have been an arm punt, though. But he just takes a deep shot all the way to them at the 30-yard line and almost comes down with it. So 4th down 10, punt is away. Going to be a little bit of backspin on it, and it's going to be down at about the 11, 12-yard line. So 1st down 10 for the Browns at about the 11-yard line. 8:09 left to go in the second quarter. Up 10-7. We're going to take a quick little break. Goodness. What was I talking about before? Sometimes like I lose track of what I was saying, and I'm just like, I think I was talking about like something about Christmas movies. I don't know. I got to get back to watching them eventually. I usually watch like the usual like 2000 Grinch. Why am I blanking on all the other ones that I watch usually? Christmas Vacation. Usually watch that with my mom. James Winston Under Center. Not talking about Christmas movies. James Winston Under Center. I'm gonna send Jerry Jeudy into motion over to the right, and gonna be a play action pass. He's gonna step up in the pocket, throws a deep shot, and it's gonna be over the head of Jerry Jeudy, who had about a 2-yard separation. If he had connected on that, Jerry Jeudy would have been gone. Oh man, that would have been almost a 90-yard touchdown. Oh man, Jameis. Let's see. Safety bit on Njoku coming across. I believe that was who he was jumping on. And Jerry Jeudy had like 2 steps on Levi Wallace. Quite literally, he would have been gone. Oh man, shotgun formation. Going to be a handoff to Ford, who is going to gain about 3. Yeah, about 3 yards there. So 3rd down 7. But man, if he had connected on that, that would have been gone. Oh, that would have been gone. 7:45 mini second quarter, still up 10-7, so nothing too, nothing too bad. Play clock at 3, 2, 1, and they have to call a timeout. They're showing it right now. Like I said, Chiefs at 11-1. Chargers have probably the best bet because the Chargers and the Broncos still have to play the Chiefs once again. But I'm pretty sure the Chiefs are still going to win this division. Like I said, it'll be very hard for. What happened? Oh, so apparently the play clock is messed up, so I don't even have to go call a timeout. Okay, good for them. But yeah, the Chiefs should still win their division. But it could be determined by like week 17. But I still think they're going to win the division. Of course, Bills already clinched that up. James Winston in shotgun formation with 4-2 is right. Third down 7 from the 14-yard line. Drops back to pass and is getting pressure. Steps in the pocket. Rolls out to his left. Throws on the run and going to be incomplete. Try to get Njoku. Njoku's looking for a little bit of penalty, but unfortunately he is not going to get it. Fourth and 7, going to punt this ball away. 7:18 remaining in the second quarter. See, Winston rolls and nah, I wouldn't call it. All right, punt's about to be away. Turned a little bit of a punting fest so far. I said still not a bad game, but not what it could be. And punt is away. It's going to be a pretty good punt. Going to be returned about the 24-yard line. Going to be up to the 30, up to the 33-yard line. And that's going to be Marvin Mims. So pretty good punt by Bojorquez. And the Broncos take over. So like they're down 10-7, 7:07 left to go in the second quarter, going into commercial break. Everything's still in front of them. Like I said, Broncos desperately need this one because I don't wish this on the Broncos, but it would be nice if they don't go to the playoffs. I'm just saying. For the Panthers, it's beneficial to not be the second longest streak of not making the playoffs. Because we made it 2017. Broncos haven't made it since they won the Super Bowl. Of course, Jets are the Jets. So, like, it would just be nice if they did. But with the Bengals losing, I'm pretty sure they're almost out of it. I think they're not technically mathematically denied, but they had a good shot of, making it now. Not so much. They have to pretty much win out. That's gonna be rough. Colts possibly, like literally, if the Colts beat the Broncos, I fully believe the Colts are gonna make the playoffs because the Colts, and I said this in my prediction video, the Colts have the easiest back half stretch I have ever seen in my life. Like literally before the season, that's the reason why I said it was easy. But I'm just gonna show you the Colts' remaining schedule after getting beaten by the Lions, barely squeaking out against the Patriots still, but next week you got the Broncos, then you got the Titans, Giants, and Jaguars. Let's not forget they had the Colts this past week. So literally, 4 out of the 5 remaining schedules, 4 of the 5 remaining games that they had was with either top 10 team, well, like usually top 10 teams outside the Broncos, like top 10 pick teams. So Patriots, they're what, third or fourth? Titans are like seventh. Giants are second or third, and then Jaguars are first. I'm just saying, Colts should if the Broncos find a way to lose, the Broncos are going to be being home if they lose to the Colts. Just saying. 7:07 left to go in this first half. Going to be a handoff and almost a fumble. Good discretion. McLaughlin gets up to about the 41-yard line, gain of 8, but that could have been disastrous. Not very good handoff there. Let's see what exactly what happened there. See, it's really on McLaughlin. McLaughlin closes his hands too quickly before the ball hits in the chest, so he almost like fumbled right there. Ooh. Second and 2, 6:30 left to go in the second quarter. Bo Nix under center, and gonna send Marvin Mims over in motion. Gonna be a handoff, and is going to get maybe back to the line of scrimmage. That's gonna be about it. So it'll be a 3rd and 2. Snacks with the stop. Love Delvin Tomlinson from Bama. I didn't like him at Bama, but I'm glad he's gone. But he's had a pretty good career in the NFL. Like he's basically a space eater. Been a part of some pretty good defenses. Because he was at the Giants. I know he was at the Lions for a little bit. He was at the Giants. I'm pretty sure. Or is the Jets? Can't remember. The third down three from the 41-yard line. Bo Nixon drops back to pass, throws, and it's going to be caught, and that's going to be Cortland Sutton up to about midfield. First down 10 for the Broncos. Finally able to get to Sutton. It's actually up to the 40-yard line. Sorry about that. 40-yard line of the Browns. Emerson on the coverage. Bo Nixon a shotgun formation from the 40-yard line. Almost gets him jump off sides. Draws back to pass and is going to get pressure. Throws on the run. It's going to be caught up to the 35-yard line. This is where I spot him. That's going to be the tight end. Not tight end. That's going to be the fullback, number 45. Can't remember his name. Is it Cole? I think it's Cole. No, it's not. I'm wrong. But 45 with the pickup up to the 25-yard line. Well, 24. Bo Nixon a shotgun formation with Estime to his right. National Estime. It's going to be Williams. It's going to be throw out to Franklin, who gets up to the 10, 5, and down to the 1. Unfortunately, could not get in the end zone, but it's going to be first and goal from the 1. 4:25 left go in the second quarter. I'm sorry about that. Bo Nix under center with Williams in the backfield. Going to be a fake to him. Bo Nix is going to throw, and it's going to be incomplete. But there is going to be a flag in the end zone. More than likely going to be a holding or something like that. So it'll be a fresh set of downs, but still at the 1. So I guess the half-yard line. But still be first and goal. Yeah, calling a Grant Delpit. Delpit was kind of pleading his case, but unfortunately, I think that is. Let's see. Calls it on Javonte Williams. Let's see here. Yeah, yeah. It's only slight, but it's enough that they're going to call it, especially because it's like right in front of a ref. So Bo Nix under center in the goal line formation. Going to be a handoff to the fullback who's going to get in. Number 20 with a rushing touchdown. It's going to be 13-10 with the extra points to make it 14-10. But the Broncos are up. I did not know Michael Burton was on the Broncos. I didn't even know he was still in the league. I mean, he easily got in, though. That's what I'm saying. Like Burton has been in there for a long time. I just did not even realize he was still in the league. Kick is up and kick is good, so it is 14-10. 4:03 in the second quarter. Okay, let me think of something. Okay. So right now, if each team gets 10 points for the remaining of the game, I get a perfect score. That's what I'm hoping for because literally like it kind of ticked me off a little bit. But one of my friends picked 24-21. So if it's even a slider above than mine, then he's going to get those points. And another person picked 24-17. So the most other probable score he's probably going to get. So I literally have to get the perfect score just to get some extra points for picking the Broncos if they end up winning. But they're showing the Rookie of the Year. It's literally going to be between Bo Nix and Jayden Daniels. If the Raiders were good, then it would definitely be to Brock Bowers because he's having an amazing season. But because the Raiders suck, they're not going to give it to him. My Rookie of the Year pick more than likely is going to stay true. I picked Quentin Johnson to begin the year. He has made an extremely great case. Him and then Jared Verse is my other guy that I thought about it, but he's probably become a second because Quentin Johnson has just had an amazing rookie year. And the fact that both I said it. I said it when we talked about the Eagles. But both of my number one, number two corners, it was Quenya Mitchell, and it was Cooper DeJean. Those were my top two, and they both went to the Eagles, and I was so mad. I was like, we could have had Cooper DeJean, but I was fine. I was fine with what we did. I was fine with what we did. But I was so upset about it. But the fact they got both of them that have worked out well their rookie year, is a true testament to the fact, like, not only was this a great corner class so far, but Howard Roseman is going to do his thing. Going to be hands to Ford and gets absolutely nothing. Like I said, they can't run the ball at all. Gets back to the 30-yard line, and it's going to be second down and 10. I don't, like I said, I like good defensive battles, but the fact that they can't run at all is kind of makes this a little bit boring. I like to see a little bit of running going on. I want to see more. All right, so 3:35 to go in the second quarter. Second down 10. James Winston in shotgun formation with 4 to his right. They're talking about Patrick Nix right now. Drops back to pass, and it's going to be a throw to Njoku. Gets maybe 5 yards there. Third down and 5 from the 35. Yeah, they're talking about Patrick Nix, who's going to be coaching in the state championship game for 7A Alabama football this Friday. Yeah, state championship's going to be coming up this week. I think it's at Auburn. See that Auburn or Alabama, they switch every single year. Throw is going to be caught complete to 80. Who's going to get to about the 42-yard line? Going to be first down and 10 for the Broncos. Not Broncos, for the Browns. Sorry about that. 2:41 left to go in the second quarter. All timeouts for all teams. I have been having some. I don't know what's going on, but I've not been connecting at all. And there's a Broncos down. That's not good. Who is that? Oh, it's Zach Allen. That's not good. Okay, he's up at least. Hopefully he's not too hurt. That's not good. I think it was something with his hand or his wrist. Let's see. Hmm. I don't know what is hurting, but they're looking at his hand. All right, so 2:37 minutes second quarter, first down 10 from the 43-yard line. James Wilson under center with Ford in the backfield. Going to be a play action pass. James Winston steps into the pocket and is going to throw across the middle. It's going to be completed. Wow, up to Jerry Jeudy, up to the 40-yard line. First down 10 for the Broncos. I keep on saying, about to say Broncos. For the Browns. 2:13 left go in the second quarter. Probably so let's go 2-minute warning. Here's about Wyatt Taylor. Wyatt Taylor got like two people on him. Was able to block both of them. Great job by him. So go 2-minute warning. Still 14-10, but the Browns have the ball at the 40-yard line. First down and 10 when we come back. Dun, 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 dun. Like I said at halftime, I'm talking about Bryce's performance the last 2 weeks because I haven't been able to. I thought about making, like I said, I thought about continuing with the video, but I didn't. So I'm not going to. But like I said, I will for the Eagles game, which is going to be a very interesting game. Obviously, our offensive line has been really good this year, but with the Eagles front seven, especially Jalen Carter, I'm very concerned with how, what in the world, with how this is going to go. I don't know why, but Spectrum is being dumb. Good thing it's had a break. Don't do this to me. Okay, now we're good. Back. Okay, good. I don't know why it was like buffering. Don't do that, please. All right. I can't remember what I was talking about. I mean, I was talking about. I said I was going to talk about Bryce. Like I said, I'll do that at halftime. And like I said, Eagles going to be a tough test, but that'll be the toughest test we have for the rest of the year because we have Cowboys, Cardinals, Buccaneers, Falcons left. Because we said, like I said, we have 5 weeks remaining. And like I said, could beat the Cowboys. We almost beat the Buccaneers, and then the way the Falcons are playing, like I really wanted there to be hope and that we're like, oh, maybe we can make the playoffs, but I was like, that's so dumb. Don't think about that. But there is legit a way that going into Week 18, if we beat the Falcons and the Buccaneers beat the Saints, we could be the deciding factor to let the Buccaneers win the division, and the Falcons have to sit home. I'm just saying that would be super duper satisfying. I would really want to go to that game. I don't know if I will, but because I really did think about it. I was like, okay, I could go to the game because earlier in the year it was like $99 or something. It was like $100 tickets for like the Inter Bowl kind of stuff, and I was like, I mean that looks kind of nice. Um, and I decided not to get the tickets because I was like, I don't really have the money at that time. But now I'm thinking, I was like, I don't know, like the way it could play out, it could literally be like, okay, how much damage could they actually do to our draft stock to really ruin the Falcons' season? First down 10 for the 40-yard line. James Winston, the shotgun formation, draws back a pass and throws across the middle. It's going to be completed. Surprisingly, that's a great catch by Njoku. Gain about 3 yards there. The second down 7. That's Barton on the coverage. That's great coverage by Barton too. Like I said, that's great catch by Njoku. A very difficult catch. 1:44 remaining second quarter, and the Broncos call a timeout. Dang. Like I said, I said it before at the beginning of the game. I really said also the last time I streamed the Browns Steelers game. I truly do feel like the Browns can be in a good spot if they stick with Jameis, sign him to a deal. You could do a very small deal and rebuild your roster. Throws out, and it's going to be complete to Jerry Jeudy for first down. 1:52 remaining in the second quarter. So I guess they added more seconds after that timeout. I'll answer you, Emmanuel, after this next play. First down 10, 157, 152. Sorry about that. Not 157, 152. Jerry Juice had a pretty good night so far. Threw session for 68 yards. Jameis Winston in a shotgun formation with 4 to his left. No, actually, empty set. Sorry about that. Winston drops back to pass. Has got time. Got too much time. Throws and intercepted up to the 40. That's going to be a pick six. Oh my gosh. Nick Bonito with a pick six. Jameis Winston tried to throw it to. He tried to throw it to David Njoku, but unfortunately, Nick Bonito from Oklahoma. No, sorry, no. Wait. Yes. Nick Bonito's from Oklahoma. Cooper was from Ohio State. I kept on switching those two for the longest time the last 2 years. Great play by Nick Bonito, though. Okay, Emmanuel. Keep my team's name out of your mouth. That is big. I'm so sorry. Sorry, Emmanuel. I've lost hope and generally believe we will falcon away the division. You probably will. I don't even want to make the playoffs because we just get blown out. Yeah, kick is up and kick is good. So it is 21-10. Um, sorry. um, yeah, no. The reason why I put the whole Falcons have a way of choking. Like I put that in the. I don't know. It wasn't the last one. It was. I think it was the week 9 and 10 one. was because I truly was starting to see signs like the Falcons could legit choke this one away. And it's starting to come to fruition. Like, because the Buccaneers beat us, because you lost, you're both 6-6. You still have easy games against the Raiders and the Giants. However, you also have to play against the Falcons, technically us, and there's one more team you get to play that's I think you lose to. But like, I'm sorry, it's just it's funny because of how much I don't like the Falcons. That we've talked about it a couple times, Emmanuel, but I don't like the Falcons. Nothing against the Falcons fans. Well, some Falcons fans, but I just don't like the Falcons. The only reason I want to make the playoffs, even knowing that we would be blown out, is that it stops the Bucks from going to the postseason, and all of my bracket gets backed up. Yeah, no. That's the other thing too. Is like the Bucks have been winning the division for 4 years now, which is the first time that anyone in the NFC South has done so. So it would be really good if they won it 5 times in a row. Because let's see, well, no, actually, no. They're the second team because the Saints won it from 2017 to 2020. Um, Drew Brees' last ride. So technically, they're the second. They're second ones because the Bucks have won it in 21, 22, 23, and 24. Because 21 was when they lost to the Rams. 22 was when we should have won it, and we let Mike Evans literally torch us that second to last game of the season. And then 23 was Baker's first year, and then this year. Um, so, uh, but I don't know. Like I said, like I haven't yet gotten to the point where I am dogging the Bucks. Like I said, I still pick them to go 9-8 because I feel like they're still gonna be a solid team. I haven't yet gotten to hate them yet, but if they get a player that I absolutely hate, then I probably will, but they just haven't gotten it yet. Jameis Winston from a shotgun formation, draws back to pass, throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Try to get it to Jerry Jeudy, but unfortunately it falls incomplete. Second out of 10 from 134 remaining second quarter. Still all 3 timeouts. But yeah, no, like I don't know what it is, but like I've talked about before, for most of my fandom, the Bucks have not been good. They've been good now, but like for so long, there's no reason for me to really hate them because they weren't very good. James Winston drops back to pass and throws, and it's going to be complete to Elijah Moore, who's going to get about 5 yards there. And it's going to be third down and 5, 127 remaining in the second quarter. A timeout is called. Um, but yeah, like I said, I just haven't gotten to that point of hating the Bucks yet. But if I was a fan in the early 2000s, then I can understand me being a Bucks hater. I petitioned the NFL to make us the first division winners to miss the playoffs. I hate being a Falcons fan. Kirk Tover is over, absolutely. Perko Thickens is dead. Age has caught him. Age is injury. Like I think, and I'm also in that boat because I thought that at least Aaron could be somewhat good, but he hasn't. But age and coming off of a major injury should not be consideration for like, oh yeah, no, our quarterback situation is going to be really good, and it has not been for Kirk Chains or for Aaron Rodgers. James Winston drops back to pass, throws, and it's going to be completed to Jerry Jeudy up to the 48-yard line of the Broncos. 119 remaining second quarter. Clock is running. First down 10 for the 48-yard line. James Winston in a shotgun formation with 4 to his right. Draws back a pass. And is going to throw for the sideline, and it's going to be caught by Jerry Jeudy. Great job on Patrick Surtain, no less. Bama players, both of them are the same, or at Bama at the same time. Surtain was just a little bit younger. All right, so first down, 10 for the 35-yard line. James Wilson, an empty set. All three timeouts for the Browns. Drops back to pass and throws across the middle. It's going to be complete to Elijah Moore up to the 22-yard line. 51 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Like I said, all three timeouts for the Browns, but they're taking up a lot of time. 40 seconds left to go. And now they call a timeout. Browns, you let go of about 12 seconds there. Let's see. I was never a Kirk believer. I hated the signing when the news broke. Week 4 through 9, had me on a high, and now my delusion is over. The high blinded me to the realities of Kirk. Yeah, I think that happened for a lot of people. A lot of people who wanted to believe in the Falcons. Like I said, I really was like, I don't know, like Kirk has a couple good years left in him. I didn't think it was gonna be this bad. That's the reason why, like, when they took Michael Penix, obviously it looked bad at the beginning, but I was like, you never know. It was like Kirk might struggle, like his third or fourth season, but it's already happening now, and you still got to pay the man. Like, it doesn't look good. It does not look good for the Falcons if Kirko continues to look bad. Because then you have to start Michael Penix. You can't just sit him. Is Penix even good? We do not know yet. Yeah, we hope so. You hope so. I don't, but I mean, I hope for his sake. But for a Falcons hater, no. But you never know. He might not be good, and you wasted that pick. James Winston drops back to pass, throws cross middle, is going to be incomplete, in out of the hands of number 81. Going to be second down at 10, 35 seconds remaining, and still two timeouts for the Browns. Um, but it is kind of sad, like especially like there was so much hype for the Falcons, especially like your offense, like having an actual quarterback. You got the weapons, but sometimes it just has not worked out. And that's unfortunate for you fans, but going to be a throw to Elijah Moore up to about the 16, 17-yard line. Going to be third down, 30 seconds remaining second quarter, and the Browns call their second to last timeout. I could just say second timeout. I don't know why I said second to last. Um, but yeah, no, I'm going to try to not be impartial, but we've had conversation before talking about like yes, talking about the not taking the edge rusher. If you had just taken Jared Verse, how much that would have impacted your defense, and who knows how that would have impacted your whole entire season so far. But you still have a shot to redeem that in this draft because there's a lot of good defensive talent. James Wilson in shotgun formation, drops back pass, throws across the middle, to be caught up to the 5, down to the 4-yard line is 81 Woods. 24 seconds remaining in the second quarter, and the last timeout is called by the Browns. I think he might get cut or traded next season. At least the cap hit is front loaded, so cutting him in 2 years will be easy. I could see cutting him after next year. I don't I don't know if anyone would trade for him. That's the other thing too with the Aaron Rodgers situation is like I don't know if anybody would want to trade him or sign him the way that he's been playing this year. Everything that comes with Aaron Rodgers, that you also have to deal with that too. But I the way that Kirk Cousins has been playing at certain parts has been good, but as of late it has been abysmal, and I don't think anybody would have wanted to try anything like that. First and goal, throws for the end zone, and unfortunately it's going to be incomplete. Great coverage by Levi Wallace on Elijah Moore. Second and goal from the 4-yard line, 21 seconds remaining, still 21-10, but it could change right here. I only care about the cap hit. Kirk is a nice guy. Get your bag, not my money he took. True. Um, like I said, like that's the other thing too is like you kind of root for the guy because like I said he's just like seems like a nice guy, seems like a genuine guy, but business is business. Empty set for James Winston here. Drops back a pass and is going to throw for the end zone and incomplete. Almost got to Njoku, but great coverage by number 22 for the Broncos. Third and goal, 17 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Um, I am back. What is the score? It is 24-10. James Winston threw a pick six to Nick Bonito. It was 14-10. They were driving at about like the 30-35 yard line, and that pick six really turned the tide. But the Browns are driving. They're at the fourth yard. The fourth. They're at the 4 yard line. Third and goal. 17 seconds remaining, and no timeouts. James Winston in shotgun formation with 4 to his right, drops back to pass, get a little pressure, throws for the end zone, and caught for a touchdown is David Njoku. Finally got to him. And it's going to be 16-21 with the extra points to make it a 4-point game. They kept on trying to go to him, but great coverage ensued. And now Njoku on a little bit of a jump ball on 22 just gets it. I'm so happy for Njoku too. I liked him coming out. I didn't think it was gonna be a first round pick, but I mean, you picked where you picked. Extra points up, and it is going to be good. So it is going to be 21-17, 13 seconds remaining in the second quarter. But I'm glad he found. I'm glad he found his role, especially when Joe Flacco got there. You know, like he really found his stride. And past couple of games with James Winston has been looking pretty good for him. That's a great throw, a great little lob to make a little jump pass almost for Njoku. Because I mean, like that's a hard play for anybody. But yeah, so really great game now. Now, granted, the Broncos offense has not been doing too hot, but Jameis Winston so far 245 yards in the first half alone, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Like I said, like he he has been playing well. Obviously, that pick six is pretty bad, but Bo Nix has not been looking too hot. He had a pick that was really a good play by Ward, so I'll give him a little bit there. But the Broncos need to kind of step it up. Yes, they're leading, but they're very lucky with that pick six. Because overall, like the Browns are blowing them out of the water as far as like points, not points, but as far as yards. That's what I'm saying, Baconator. Like Winston, I said it last time, but Winston is your guy. Winston should be your guy. Don't worry about a rookie QB with Cam Ward or whoever you want. You can still take a rookie quarterback because this is still a big quarterback draft class, and some quarterbacks I think if given time to really do what they need to do, it could work out for you. But Winston has been good for you. He was good for you in the Browns game. He was good for you in the Steelers game, and he's been good so far in this game. Like, it's refreshing to see Browns fans have hope that after the trade, they got rid of Baker Mayfield, and what has ensued from that, what happened with Joe Flacco, now he's gone. You have somebody that you can actually kind of depend on. Like, you have 298 yards in the first half against a incredible Broncos defense. Yes, they don't have Riley Moss, but it's still an incredible defense by the Broncos, and you're doing that well. That's what I'm saying. I don't think the Browns are that far off. You need a good draft. You do need a good draft. But to fix some of your defensive woes, you can fix that in this draft. And there are some quality wide receivers that you can get your wide receiver three. I think you found a little bit of rhythm with Jerry Judy. I think Cedric Tillman has some good qualities with him. I think we don't really know with Elijah Moore. Sometimes it can be good, but like if you get another weapon, if you get a bigger body receiver that you can kind of pair with Njoku, who's done an amazing job. Like I think the Browns are in a good spot And if you hit on this draft, not like 2017 Saints or 2018 Colts, you don't have to do something like that, like once in a lifetime. But you got something like what the Panthers just had. The Panthers have had just a really good draft as far as like finding good role players that you can use to build up your depth. Not only that, but also on cheap contracts, good impactful players, and it can help compensate for that humongous cap hit that is Deshaun Watson. JW is the new Joe Flacco. He could be. He really could be. Now, is he going to take you to the playoffs? No. But he could be the guy that you can finally be like, hey, we don't have to deal with Deshaun Watson anymore. By the way, a stat made me slam my head. Kirk has thrown 5 more completions to defenses in the last 3 weeks than he has thrown to Kyle Pitts. Wow. Okay. That kind of makes sense. Oh man, because he's Owen because he's had like I think 6 interceptions in the last 3 games and no touchdowns, which is another wild stat. But the fact that also to Kyle Pitts, who, oh man, because I truly did feel I was like, you know what, he's gonna get in there and he's gonna like really give it to Kyle Pitts, and he has done it in certain times. What is what is this halftime show? What? It's like they're lit up as stick people. I'm so confused by that halftime show. Okay, huh. um, Brown's going all the way to this year. Hey, hey, you're going to have a Eli Manning 2007 year, absolutely. Okay, actually though, hold up a second. Just to humor you. Let's see here. If the Browns win out, they would have wins against the Broncos. They they would have swept the Chiefs. No, sorry, swept the Steelers, beaten the Chiefs, beaten the Bengals, beaten the Dolphins, so eliminated them from playoff contention, and swept the Ravens. So you would be 9-8 with. Okay, hold on a second. That could actually work. I can't believe I'm saying that, but that could actually work. If, as crazy as it sounds, if the Browns win out, they would be 9-8 with wins over the Bengals, over the Dolphins, and the Broncos. 3 teams that are vying for playoff contention. You would also have uh, you would you would also have the fact um, the Steelers would have lost a couple of games. So they still would be a wild. They would probably be a wild card team. And then you would also have the Chargers be a wild card team more than likely. So if you're winning against the Broncos, leads the Broncos to be 9-8, then you would have the tiebreaker over them. Okay, that is crazy. Literally, it's not going to happen. But if Jameis Winston leads the Browns to a 9-8 record from where you were, I know that they're not going to give comeback player of the year to any more to like when like a person was benched or when it's actually to injury. But that would be hilarious. One, because who would have seen that coming? But that that would be pretty wild. Not gonna lie, that would be pretty wild. Um, all the way to the Tank Bowl. Yeah, no, like if If that happened, that would be weird. So what you're saying is it's guaranteed. It could be. It could legit be. And if it's Browns Lions, if it is Browns Lions in the Super Bowl, I want it to be Lions Bills because I want somebody to get their first ever Super Bowl. That would be fun. But if it's Browns Lions, two of the worst franchise histories in the NFL, that would be fun. But that would be something if that's like if the Lions went out and they're like one loss and they have to go against the Browns in, in the Super Bowl. Uh, that would be kind of funny. It's not gonna happen. But Baconair, you can believe that if you win against if you win against the Broncos, it could happen. You never know. This would be our first Super Bowl. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. The Lions never won a Super Bowl. Browns never won a Super Bowl. Hey, none of y'all been in the Super Bowl. Oh, they're showing the Panthers game. Man, we should have won that game. They didn't even show the game-winning field goal. What the heck is that? Anyways, um, I was trying to go talk about Bryce and the Panthers. So, yes, we lost the last two games. Yes, both times we lost on field goals to where we had either the lead or the tie, and their defense ultimately led them to kicking the game-winning field goal. Gave up the yards to get a game-winning field goal. Here's the thing: I'm not totally upset. I was kind of upset for a little bit because I was like, oh, we had a chance. We could have made a run in the playoffs, but I mean, it's still like we would have gotten blown out regardless. But with us being like fifth, the picking fifth, if it's big if we stay around pick five, I feel pretty confident that we could get Mason Graham because I'm concerned about the Browns. The Browns could take Mason Graham, which I would be mad at you Baconator if y'all took Mason Graham. But I don't feel like the Jaguars would take him. I know for a fact that the Giants aren't taking him because they've already invested a lot in the defensive line. Why would they invest another pick into the defensive line? And the Raiders definitely aren't. They're taking quarterback. So then it should come down to the Browns, and I'll be like, I don't know. If the Browns took a one pick before me, I would be upset. But Mason Graham and Derek Brown together would be incredible. I would dare anybody just to leave one-on-ones for Mason Graham or Derek Brown. Their run defense would be so much better. Our interior pass would be so much better. That's the thing that takes me off. Is that people are, for some reason, still forgetting that Derek Brown got hurt. That is a huge part to our defense. And the reason why our run defense isn't good, the reason why our interior pass rush isn't good, and Aisha Robinson is doing the best that he can, but he's also not as good. He's a good run stopper, and he's somewhat okay at pass rushing, but we don't have that guy. And if we got Mason Graham, I feel pretty confident in our pass rush being a lot better. Probably that second round pick, you either take a corner or you take another of this really talented edge group. And also with that fourth round pick we got from Jonathan Mingo, that's probably going to be a top 10 fourth round pick. You can trade back up in the third round, so you have two third round picks. I feel so good about our future after these past two games, after really these past couple of games where Bryce Young has looked good. He dueled with Patrick Mahomes against a really good Chiefs defense. Against a bad Bucks defense, he still made incredible throws. Regardless of what you talk about the Bucks defense, even though it is still bad because of injuries and whatnot, his throws have been immaculate. And yes, that was a touchdown to Adam Thielen. I don't care the ref said that is absolutely was a touchdown. But we're not going to cry over Spillman that we can't deal with. You know what? They didn't have a picture of it. Whatever, they didn't see it. Everyone else saw it, but it's okay. If we lose out and we stay a top five pick, I feel confident we can get an impactful defensive player that we don't have to go for a wide receiver. If I see, I'm so tired of this. I was tired of seeing the quarterback stuff from the beginning, but I'm so tired of seeing people say that, oh, the Panthers with their first pick should take a wide receiver. If I see anyone saying that the Panthers should take a wide receiver with the first pick, I'm not taking you seriously, because there is no way that a organization, regardless of the fact you got rid of them, that you should invest three out of your last three out of the last top five picks that you've had, first and second round, first and second round, first and second round. Three should be on wide receivers. No, even though you got rid of Jonathan Mingo, I don't care. But you already invested a first round pick with Xavier Legette. You have a talented veteran in Adam Thielen. You have another reliable guy who's really stepped up in David Moore. You have an undrafted rookie who has done amazing, and that's Jalen Coker. You can get your wide receiver 5 in like the fourth or fifth round. There is no reason to spend a top 5 pick on who I believe is a good wide receiver in McMillan, but I am not investing another high draft pick for a wide receiver. No, like if you look at our defense needs reinforcements. So why would we do that? That ticks me off because I see it a lot on people's mock drafts. And like, you don't know what you're talking about. Stop doing that. Okay, back to what we're saying. Okay, where were we at? Okay, so what you're saying there's guaranteed. Please don't be Lions Bills Super Bowl because that means one of them has to lose. That would be sad too. But it would, like I said, somebody would get their first ever Super Bowl, so that would be nice. Oh no, they would both lose somehow. They just both tie. I'm hoping Lions versus any AFC team that not except for the Bills, so that I can easily root for the Lions. That's true. So what you're saying is that we're going all the way this year, and if we draft well, then we're going all the way next year. Great ideas. Could happen, Baconator. Browns to the bowl, baby. Like I said, I would like to see the Browns go to the Super Bowl once in my lifetime, but part of me doesn't want Deshaun Watson to be on the team when that happens. I think the Panthers should draft a wide receiver first, second round. Emmanuel, no, no. Don't wish that upon me. I know I wish choking upon the Falcons, but do not wish ignorance on Dan Morgan, please. Apologies for me taking over the convo with my Falcons rant. I really needed to get 3 weeks of enough anger off my chest. No, I actually like it. I like when people talk about their franchises and like what they're upset about, because it helps me as far as like also I feel like I have a good figure on a great pass by James Winston. There's a flag though. On I don't think it's on Elijah Moore. I think it's gonna be a Levi Wallace. I think it's still going to place for 12 yards, first down for the Browns. But I appreciate the rant because, like I said, like sometimes it'll help me with writing because like I'll already feel like I have a good understanding of how fans feel, but it helps getting an actual insight from an actual fan. Um, a little context, so they're probably going to decline that. So it'll be 12 yards completion to Elijah Morris, first down 10 from the 42-yard line. But like if you want to rant about your team, go on and through it. Like I said, Baconair's done it before. Dobie's done it before. I don't think that Maryland ever did for the Packers. First down 10, gonna be a I don't know. Okay, well that's gonna be a legal man downfield for sure. That's a legal man downfield. They tried to hand the ball off. James Winston kept the ball. And instead of throwing it immediately, a lineman went down the field, and that's going to be legal man downfield. Back him up a little bit more. And third and fourth and fifth and sixth picks, wide receiver picks. Backwards pass. Okay, well, I guess they didn't count as a backwards. Let's see. Hold on a second. Was it a backwards pass? And let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, barely a backwards pass, but yes, it is technically a backwards pass. So it's going to be gained about 2 yards, actually 1 yard there. Second down and 9 from the 43-yard line. James Winston a shotgun formation with Nick Chubb to his right. Drops back to pass and throws in a little bit high, but still caught by Elijah Moore. Gain of about 5 yards there. Let's see here. Yeah, but like I said, I appreciate the rant. Anytime you want to rant in the chat, I'll be reading it. Maryland never ranted about. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, about the Packers because there's nothing for the Packers fans to complain about. I, that's kind of true. That's kind of true. Um, because if I'm the Pack, if I was a Packers fan, I'd just be happy because I mean like Jordan Love is the next line of really good quarterbacks. Incomplete pass, try to get to Njoku, but unfortunately it's going to be 4th and 3 for the Browns going to punt this ball away. Um, but yeah, I'll be really happy with the fact that Jordan Love's been looking good. Now his interceptions was unfortunate, but you can't have Aaron Rodgers, being very, very efficient, unfortunately. But I mean, you still got your franchise quarterback. Your free agency has looked really good. The fact that you got Josh Jacobs has looked really good, and Xavier McKinney both look really good too. Wisely invested. So you don't really have anything to worry about. Now you can be concerned about the fact that your your division is going to be freaking hard for the next couple of years. That's for sure. If the Lions continue to be the Lions, and if the Vikings can actually get themselves together, that's going to be a very tough division. So, let's see. Is the luckiest person in this community? Let's see. I know I'm a Packers fan, and then what is his name? I'm trying to think of the fourth grader. There was a fourth grader last year. Oh, I'm trying to remember his name. But he was a Chiefs fan, so technically he's the luckiest one. He was a fourth grader. I'm trying to remember his name. Oh man, I can't remember. I feel so bad. I can't remember. But he was a Chiefs fan, so I guess technically he's the luckiest one. Um, they've had over 2 decades of great quarterback play and all around great players. Yeah, like I said, yeah, no, um, it does suck that they only had 2 Super Bowls out of that, but at the same time, would ooh okay. Question for those. So in the time that Brett Favre went to the Packers, started at the Packers, to Aaron Rodgers retiring, they only had 2 Super Bowls. Never truly had a dynasty, but the Cowboys had a dynasty. Would you rather have living through the Cowboys dynasty or the Packers always being usually on top, but only winning 2 Super Bowls? Or let's say you went with the Patriots, so you had to deal with the Patriots of never really making the Super Bowl, but then getting absolutely blown out, and then the dynasty, and then now continuously being a kind of a bad team with hope that you can eventually be good. I would probably still take the Packers, but there's something. Where was it? Yeah. If your team hasn't had to worry about quarterback play for more than 1 year in 30 plus years, don't complain to me. Yeah, no, I feel you. Typical fourth grade bandwagon. Well, I think he was from around the area, if I remember correctly. I think he might have been from Arkansas or something like that. So, it makes sense. You're close enough to Kansas City. So, it might have been the bandwagon. A back shoulder throw that's going to be a. I about said that is definitely a flag on Cam on Ward. He was holding on Kim's on Sutton. So this gonna be a first down for the Broncos. That was straight up hold. He was like, "No, you're not getting it." um, but No, there was a bunch of people at my school that were for sure bandwagon fans. Um, we had some Steelers fans, we had some Packers fans, we had a bunch of Seahawks fans, which makes no sense. Like I said, like Seahawks fans from Bama, Patriots fans, but mostly it was Falcons, and we had a couple of Saints fans because one of them was cousins with Ben Grubbs, Auburn legend, but also played for the Saints. Um, Gonna be handoff and great run, great blocking by the way. McLaughlin's gonna, I think he's like 1 yard short of the first down. I don't think he got it completely. So up to the 40-yard line, and it's gonna be second down and one. Um, where's it? Bro's the luckiest fan alive. He wasn't alive pre Mahomes. He is a modern day Pats fan. Okay. I just wanted a good team for over 5 years. Oh, sorry, fourth grader. Until Diddy was off the team and now the league, the Browns shall suffer. um, I don't know. I think the Browns fans are feeling pretty happy right now. I mean, it's just short term happiness, but it's at least they don't have to see they don't have to see Deshaun Watson on the field. Going to be a handoff, and he's going to lose about 2 yards there. It's going to be third down and about two or three there. I'm tired of Steelers fans complaining about winning seasons. Okay, I can agree with that too. I think that there are some Steelers fans that are so used to, like, nostalgia that sometimes they'll forget that Bill Cowher also had some bad seasons, but they will hold Bill Cowher in higher regard than Mike Tomlin, which I think they're on similar planes. Bo Nix throws and it's going to be incomplete on third and two. Try to get a Vele, but Greg Newsom with great coverage is going to force the punt. Um, but yeah, like it's been a lot of talk too about like how a lot of other fan bases are like you should just be happy with having winning seasons, but like they have some way to talk of like it is got to be truly terrible just to know like okay we're gonna go in this season we're probably gonna make like the sixth seed or seventh seed and then get blown out of the playoffs like that's gotta suck a little bit. But the fact that you can continuously watch your football team and know like okay we're gonna have a good season. Like my sister's a Steelers fan. Has she ever seen them win a Super Bowl? No, because she wasn't a fan. She wasn't a fan back then. But she has been able to see her team be successful, so she does not know my plight as being a Panthers fan. I'm just it's a different level of struggle. It's a different level of mediocrity versus you know being terrible. Like the Saints, for a while there, after Drew Brees retired, they were just mediocre. They would always finish around 8 wins, 9 wins, maybe 10 wins. I think they had 1 year where they were 7 wins, but for the most part, they've been in that, not quite bad enough to get a top pick, but not yet good enough to really go deep into the playoffs after Drew Brees retired. So there was a lot of reason why I was upset about the Saints because they would never truly tear it down and actually rebuild. And they kept on believing that like, oh no, we've got a good team. And I'm like, no, you really don't. Like I was very skeptical. I've been very, 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 very trashing on the Saints for a long time now because they wouldn't commit to the rebuild. They wouldn't do it, and it's been really hurting them. After that, I'm trying to make sure where we at. Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season at the Steelers. How? Devil Magic and Steelers defense. If like literally like I know people were like like oh really truly don't sometimes you just need really good offense. No, if your defense is as good as the Steelers have been, if you're lucky with your drafts or as of late Omar Khan, who came from the Saints, has done an amazing job with some of their drafts, especially this past one. I feel like this past one is going to be one that's going to be good for like the long haul. If you're able to get good players on rookie deals, you can pay as much money to TJ Watt, who is an impactful player that is going to win you games. Like TJ Watt, wins the Steelers like 2 or 3 games every single season just because of how good he plays. And you're able to pay Mika Fitzpatrick. That's also helpful for your team. You're able to go out and get Patrick Queen. You're able to go out and get all these players on your defense that if your offense is just serviceable enough, you're gonna win games. And it's what's really worked for the Steelers, and that's their winning formula. Going to be a hand of Nick Chubb, who gets up to the 30, down to the 31-yard line. Great gain of 7 yards there. Going to be second down and second down 3. Let's see here. My team has no connection to the Steelers, but I hate the Steelers for that. They're like the AFC's Cowboys. I hate how much they complain about winning. Hey Zoe, Mike Thomas is a ridiculously good coach, and when Steelers fans complain about him, I want to rip my hair out. That is understandable because, like I said, it's understandable of being too good to suck, but also almost a sack and throws incomplete. Try to get to Elijah Moore, had him on the drag, but unfortunately, Nick Bonito, who's having a really good game, got immediate pressure. We third down 3. But I can understand them complaining about we're never going to be bad enough to truly get a good player, which they've had, which is that's one of the things I don't understand. That yes, you still win, but sometimes your picks are still good. I don't know, you win some, you lose some. Bush didn't end up being all that good, but guess what? Roger Jones, you never know. Maybe he might work out. Fuaga, I think could work out. James Winston in shotgun formation, third down 3, drops back to pass, and I think there might have been a false start there. I love how this has turned into us complaining about Steelers fans complaining. Well, it is what it is. Delayed game by the Browns, unfortunately. So it'll be third down and 8 for the Browns. Yeah, well, I mean, it turned. I don't even know how we got talking about that. How did we talk about the Steelers? I think we were just talking. Oh, that's right. I talked about the fourth grader from last year. I think he's still a subscriber. He's a Chiefs fan, and then Baconator was talking about Browns and then hating on the Steelers. That's how we kind of talked about it. Third down 8. James Winston drops back to pass, throws, and it's going to be. Why are you throwing? I'm in utter disbelief. On a third and 8, you're going to throw to the flat. Why? Okay, so you gain 3 yards. You're going to punt this ball away. I don't like people who do that because there's no way for you to get the first down. I love Nick Bonito. He's so good. Oh, absolutely. Nick Bonito and Jonathan Cooper, were so underrated when they came out. I remember I was there are 3 or 4 outside linebackers, and they exceeded my expectations because I was like they can be good rotational players, but both of them are really sticking good. Nick Bonito is he's gone to another level. Because I remember, there was a lot of people who were comparing him to other Oklahoma edge rusher, Streeter. I think it was Streeter. He was the one in 20. Oh, was this 20? Which year is this? 2013, when Bama had to go against Oklahoma in the Sugar Bowl because Auburn beat them in the Iron Bowl. There was an Oklahoma defender that reminded me of him in that same kind of mold. I believe his last name was Streeter, but super duper fast for a smaller body and just even obviously we could not handle him. I gotta look it up and make sure. Bo Nix drops back to pass and rolls out to his right, throws across his body for a jump. I mean, he rolls out to his right, tries to throw across the body to do a jump ball to Sutton, but I don't know if Sutton loses the ball in the lights or what, but they just gave up on the play. I mean, like I said, you got Estime open in the flat to make it second and probably 5, but instead you throw it across your body, which you should not do. Second down 10 from the 8-yard line for the Broncos. Bo Nix in the shotgun formation with estimate to his right. Drops back a pass and is going to sidearm it to, is that Troy Franklin? Yes, it is. For about 4 or 5 yards there. Third down, about 6. Where was I at? Da-da-da. I love a good Steelers hate sesh. Yes. Zoe, I forgot. Which fan? Which team do you go for? I forgot. I think you might have told me before, but I can't remember. I know, of course, Emmanuel Falcons, Baconator Browns, Dobie Bears, uh, Maryland Packers. I'm trying to remember. What? I think you told me before, but I can't remember what team you were a fan of. And they're calling a penalty on the center because he literally crushed Hicks. Broncos. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, the Broncos are leading right now, 3rd and 11. From the 6-yard line, Bo Nix in a shotgun formation with I think that's Williams to his right. Yeah, it looks like Williams more than Estime. Drops back to pass and is going to throw deep, and it's going to be, oh my gosh, caught. That's going to be a touchdown. Oh my gosh, Marvin Mims. That was I'm sorry about yelling, but right in this amazing window, both Browns defenders almost getting a hand on it. That was incredible. 93 receiving touchdown. Now, like I said, as long as Bo Nix and Cortland Sutton don't combine for 60, I should win. So I'm okay with it because it wasn't to Cortland Sutton. But no more big plays. Go Browns! Browns going all the way this year. Like I said, I gave you away. I gave you away. The Browns can make it all the way. But wow, they got to show that again. They're going to go for the extra point to make it a 28-17 game. Kick is up and kick is good. Okay, that is wild. Let's see it. Let's see it again. I mean, right past Ward. I mean, it's like Ward, and the ball just bypasses him. Oh man, that was beautiful. That was a beautiful throw. I had Bo as my QB4, but I truly was like he could be good his rookie year, but I don't like I said the ceiling for Bo. I don't know yet. I really like my I said it before to one of my friends. I said that Bo could have a Jeff Garcia esque career of like making a Pro Bowl, maybe could even make 2, but could have a long career. Now I don't know if he'll go bounce around to other teams, but like Jeff Garcia had a pretty good career. Some people talk about him, but some people don't even really remember him. But like being a solid quarterback, I think Bo Nix could be that. I don't think he's ever going to be a top 10 quarterback, but being 13, 14, that's pretty stinking good. I'll take that. Browns D getting torched. Javonte Williams is being limited. I might win my fantasy by like 0.32 points. Goodness gracious, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's right. That 93 touchdown definitely did number. That's for sure. But yeah, no, Javonte, like I said, he got the rushing touchdown, but like neither team's really able to run all that well. Like I got to look up the rushing yards because it's got to be absolutely in the tank right now. Let's see here. Where are you at? There you are. Show me your stats. See. Yeah, rushing yards 61 for the Browns and 39 for the Broncos. Ford has a pretty good, 6.5 yard average. He had that one 9 yard run that was pretty good. He's 6 for 39. Nick Chubb is 7 for 18. Like I said, that's not good. Broncos, like I said, McLaughlin is at least 7 for 28 for 4. Javonte Williams 4 rushes for 1 yard and one touchdown. That is crazy. That is rough. That is quite rough. That's pretty bad. Winning by 2.44. Yeah, yeah, no. Um, Remind me again, Emmanuel, what you needed. Did you did you need Javonte Williams to go to do well, and then your Browns defense to do well, because that is not happening right now. That's still an amazing throw. They're showing it again. That's just right in the smallest of windows. So he first down 10 to the 30-yard line. James Winston in shotgun formation with Nick Chubb to his left. And going to play a flash and pass. Is going to take a deep shot. And it's going to be wide open. And that's Jerry Jeudy for a long touchdown. Oh my gosh. You go from 93-yard touchdown to a 70-yard touchdown back to back plays. 9:50 left to go in the third quarter. I just had like a short circuit there. I don't. I mean, is Levi Wallace getting absolutely burned, but good lord, that is crazy. I need both Browns defense to get torched, Devontae Williams to do bad, and Broncos D to perform well. Well, he didn't do right there, that's for sure. And as I type, the Broncos get torched. Yeah, no, they're going for a 2 point conversion. Let's see if they get it here. James Wilson in shotgun formation with your Ford to his left. We send Jerry Jeudy in the motion over to the right. Jameis throws, and it's going to be caught. Jerry Jeudy for the 2 point conversion. He's had an amazing game. That is crazy. That is crazy. He like Jerry Jeudy, like him getting getting revenge over the Broncos, dude. If the Browns win, I said it before. I am so upset. I am so upset that I did not go with my gut. If the Browns win, oh man, this yeah no, you're right, Zoe. This game's absolutely wild. Bacon are just like go team. um, while I was expecting some rookie year ups and downs, I was hopeful about Bo at the start of the season, but he's exceeded my wildest hopes. Exactly, like I said, Bo has. Look at all the Broncos fans booing Jerry Jeudy. Um, like I said, he has done a remarkable job his first year, especially in the Sean Payton offense. I think that the Broncos are in a good spot. Their defense at tonight, but overall they've been pretty good. You got some young stars. Um, I think if you invest a little bit more on the offensive side of the ball, I mean that could, dude, like the Broncos won't be in the spot to get one of the top three wide receivers, but if they get a Ibuka, that would be amazing. He's a really good route runner, and you kind of need that. Like I said, you got Sutton, this big body. You got Marvin Mims is more explosive. Same thing for Troy Franklin. But you don't really have that great route runner like what Ibuka would be. So that would be a good pick. If Ibuka came to the Broncos, I would feel really good about that. Let's see here. Why did the Broncos give us Judy again? because Judy was a little bit of a distraction, and they were willing to get rid of the cap because I think his 5th-year option was on the cap, and so was it a third or was it a fourth round pick? I can't remember. From the 30-yard line, I formation, going to be a toss out to the left, and is going to be up to the 40, up to the 45, down to the 46-yard line. It's McLaughlin, but there is a flag, however. I'm barely winning by 0.44. Wow, Emmanuel. It's going to be down to the wire. Thank God 2-point conversion don't count against defenses. A 2-point conversion doesn't count against defense? How does that not count against the defense? That's wild. Famous Jameis, you know the throwing to the defense is always more fun throwing to your own team. He's done it before. I don't know if he's going to do it again. They're calling holding on Garrett Bowles. Let's see here. On number 30, yep. Yep. That's a hold. Sorry, Garrett Bowles. That's a hold. 9:43 minute third quarter, 28-25. This has been a wild. It's been a wild game, but also a wild second half for sure. It's the start of it. From the 20-yard line, first and 20, Bo Nix drops back to pass and throws, and it's going to be almost intercepted. However, there's probably going to be illegal contact or holding on the Browns defense, so it'll be first down and 10. Well, depends on where they spot it, but it's going to be first down again for the Broncos. Yeah, I don't know if James was going to throw a pick to. Oh, both teams. Garrett Bowles once again in the backfield, illegal formation, and also illegal contact. So offsetting penalties, but still will be first down. So I was also right about that. But still be first down and 20 from the 20-yard line. I'm happy for Judy. It's nice seeing him do well. Like I said, mm, I don't mind Jerry Judy. Like I said, I didn't like him at Alabama, that's for sure. Um, but I didn't appreciate what he had to say about Steve Smith. I'll leave it at that. First down 20 from the 20-yard line. Bo Nix drops back to pass, throwing a deep moon ball, and it's going to be incomplete, almost in front of Troy Franklin. Had a good shot at it, but unfortunately it is incomplete. It's going to be second down and 20. 9:21 left to go in the third quarter. That is old Jameis. This is the new and superior Jameis. Absolutely. Jameis has learned his lesson. He got LASIK eye surgery, so I really liked him in Alabama. Yeah, Bacon, I'm sure you did. You Bama fan. I like I said, I just there are certain Bama fans, and I've thought about making a video about this. There are certain players in college and the NFL that I hated, and then there's others that I hated, but I also respected. And I thought about making that video of like the players that I hated, but I always respected their game. Jerry Judy's been one that's always kind of rubbed off on me a little bit in the wrong way. I'm just like, I don't know. But I am happy that he's doing well on a new team. I'm never going to be I'm never going to be that kind of fan, I guess. Bo Nix drops back to pass, throws, and a check down on third and forever. So it gets to the 30-yard line, basically the original line of scrimmage, and going to punt the ball away on fourth and 10. I mean, I know, like, it's kind of hard to get a third and like 17 or whatever, but still at least try for the first down marker. Um, he was one of our amazing wide receiver core. Would be an interesting video. Exactly. Like I said, I've already made the top 10 list, like of who I would or what I would rank. I just gotta find time. I probably did in the off season. And ooh, did the Browns touch that first? I mean, they recovered it, thankfully. But the Browns could have been a very difficult situation if like one of their gunners touched the ball first. But let's see here. P for the D. I do miss Saban. 3 losses. Why? Okay. I said this. I think I said this at the beginning of the year. I might have. You might have to fact check me on this one, Bacon. We've had a conversation about it. But I think that DeBoer is a good head coach. I think that it was unrealistic to expect, Saban continuation of like winning championships first year because there was a lot of turnover. But you're still 9-3. Yeah, probably not going to make the playoffs, but you're still probably going to go to a good bowl game. Um, let's see how recruiting goes. Let's see how his second year goes. Um, I feel like this could be more so Bill Curry than it is DeBose. So at least there's something there. Bill Curry, 87 to 89 would have 9 to 10 win seasons. Now, could he beat Auburn? No, but he still had good seasons. I'm concerned that some Bama fans, especially the board of trustees, could be on the fringe of like he's not winning championships, so we need to go in a different direction. But it's still way too early in his career at Bama to really see if he's going to immediately not work out. Did it? Love to see that video too. Okay, okay, that's good. That's good. So then I will put that in the. I'm still trying to finish up the script for the Panthers video. That one's gonna take me a long time. I'm probably gonna try to do that. Ooh, I'm probably gonna do that at the end of the Panthers season because then I can officially do. I can incorporate this season as well, like fully into the season of like how did the Panthers get here from basically kind of missing 2010 all the way to now. It is a very long video. I'm very proud of like the script that I've written, talking about like how exactly what things led to this. It's going to be a very long video, but in the meantime, I could probably do the other video like players that I hated but I respected because there's some that are easy to understand. Like there's like oh well that makes sense. Other ones would be more so um, a little bit more of like Auburn going into NFL. I'll give that kind of hint. So Browns take over the 29-yard line, first down and 10. James Winston our center with Nick Chubb in the backfield. Gonna drop back to pass and gonna be a screen of Nick Chubb, who's got some blockers, gets to the 35, up to the 40, up to the 45, down to the 49-yard line. Great run by Nick Chubb. First down and 10 for the Browns. 7:57 left to go in the third quarter. Still 28-25. Broncos are up. Pick incoming for famous Jameis Emmanuel, maybe, but so far it has not been the case. I was being sarcastic. The season was better than I expected. I expected 4 out of 5 losses. There were some Auburn fans that tried to tell me that Bama's gonna be 7-5, and I was like, no. I was like, I don't see that happening. Going to be a quick throw, but at the feet of Kadarius Toney, so it'll be second and 10. Um, I expected a 9-3 to 10-2 season. I still thought you would make the playoffs, but and with the Oklahoma loss, you're not going to. But still a great season. Um, I am interested to see how the next couple of years are going to be because recruiting and whatnot could be more in the favor of Auburn. Who knows? Still a long way to go. Anyways, back to this game. Second down 10 from the 48-yard line. Jameis Winston in shotgun formation with Ford to his right. Going to be a handoff to Ford, who's going to try the left side and is going to basically get to the line of scrimmage. That's going to be about it. So it's going to be third down and 10. Because that was second and 10. Yeah, it was second and 10. So third down and 10. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they showed it before. Like there was he's like Jerry Judy's been absolutely just cooking Levi Wallace. Like this wouldn't have happened with Riley Moss, that's for sure. But Levi Wallace is like what 30-31. Like he's been getting absolutely burned. Third down 10, James Winston an empty set, drops back to pass, and is going to throw out to Njoku. Like back to the last scrimmage, that's about it. Fourth and 10. I hate when they do that. I really do. I really do. Like it's like um I've seen it where it was like been like 3rd and 10 or something like that, and they run like 8 yard hitches, and I'm like, obviously you're going to be short because running a hitch it gives you a little bit of separation, but for the most part you're going to get pretty much tackled right where you catch it, which it just frustrates me to no end. And a great backspin on that is going to be knocked down all the way down to the 1. Wow, great job of Jorquez. Pins them way deep. Going to be 1st down and 10 for the Broncos, but way deep in their own end zone. Depends on when they where they mark it. Jameis Winston 355, 3 touchdowns and that 1 interception. But Jerry Jeudy 6 receptions for 167 yards and a touchdown. Crazy work. I wish I started the Steelers defense. Yeah. Wait. You. Oh wait, no, we're going to against the Bengals. Actually, no, that makes sense. Never mind, that makes sense because I would probably done the same thing. Broncos versus instead of the Steelers. So no, that was a good choice. It hasn't worked out unfortunately, but that's a good idea. In the end zone, avoids the pressure and throws at the feet of Michael Burton. Almost a safety. Like I said, this is dangerous. This is at the 3 yard line. Okay, okay. This has gotten me very furious to no end. Stop. And at least this is not to the best pass rusher side. But when you're in your own end zone, it's probably not a good idea to face immediate pressure. So stop doing naked bootlegs to anybody. It's not working. Throws and great catch by Cortland Sutton up to the 35-yard line, down to the 36. 1st down and 10 for the Broncos. But what I was saying before, it wasn't necessarily this play because it was actually in the zone, but wasn't to the best pass rusher side. But there are certain times where people will do naked bootlegs to the best pass rusher side and then wonder, oh, I wonder why I am not getting any kind of yards because I'm getting immediate pressure. No wonder because you're doing a naked bootleg to like Nick Bosa's side or Micah Parsons' side. I'm like, why are you doing that? Like they're gonna close in on you and give you no time. I hate when that happens. But anyways, Bo Nix gonna be handoff and Estimate gets up to about the 44-yard line. Great job there. Going to be a 2nd down and about 3. See, I hope Riley Moss is healthy again soon. I think it was just a minor thing. I'll have to check and see. Browns have premier 3rd down play calling. JK. Yeah. Um. Let me see about Riley Moss while they're talking. Going to be a toss out of McLaughlin. Cuts back in. Great job cutting back in. Up to the 50, up to the 45, up to the 40, down to the 38-yard line is McLaughlin. I mean, absolutely nothing there on that toss. Flips his hips and able to cut back in. 54 over pursued the backside end. Over pursued just a little bit. Let's see here. That's MCL. Okay. What is his 1st down and 10 for the 38-yard line? Bo Nix in a shotgun formation with McLaughlin to his right. Drops back to pass. Going to be a screen, a little bit of too high, unfortunately. Let's see. How long is his injury table? Um, I'm not seeing anything. As far as how long it will be, but he's not been put on IR, so I think that's a good. Probably just a game or two, if I had to guess. Um, please tell me Javonte Williams is not playing right now. He is not getting anything big. It's mainly been McLaughlin and Estime. Going to be hands to McLaughlin, who's going to get up to the 30, up to the 25, down to the 20-yard line is McLaughlin, who's been the explosive butt back, and you have Audrey Estime, who's been the power back. Get Javonte Williams off the field because he has not been doing anything outside of that one touchdown. And really, he kind of stole that one. Yeah, McLaughlin is having some pretty good runs. I mean, he earlier he had was it him or Ford? No, he had 4 yards per rush. Ford had 6, and now McLaughlin's having pretty good. They're showing it right now. And then Estime also. McLaughlin's still in there. Going to be a hand to McLaughlin, who's going to get up to the 20, up to the 15 before he spin moves down to the 14-yard line. Going to be about second down and 3. Broncos down by 3, still in the third quarter. Some great lanes by this Broncos offensive line. McLaughlin's 10 rushes for 70 yards. Bo Nixon and I formation going to be a toss out to McLaughlin, who is going to try to cut up and gets a yard. So it'll be third down and 2. Probably going to put in. Um, is he okay? He's down on the ground. Most consecutive games without a 100-yard rusher. Really? It's been 29 games for the Broncos. That's kind of wild. That's been 29 straight games for the Broncos without having a 100-yard rusher. Just give it to McLaughlin. Get your shriek done with. All right, so 2:02 remaining in the third. It can be third down and 2, 28-25. Broncos in the lead. But yeah, they're showing it right now. So like, what I said about the Browns? If the Browns win, that means that means the Broncos are 7-6. The Broncos lose 2 more games because they got the Chiefs and I believe they also have the Chargers. They lose those 2 games, then the Browns win out. They'll be 9-8. They'll have wins over the Dolphins and also the Bengals. The Bengals will be eliminated because they had 9 losses. You just have to hope and pray that the Broncos beat the Colts and the Colts lose another time. Bo Nix drops back to pass and rolling out throw off his back foot, and it's going to be incomplete. Is that a flag? Oh, ain't no way it's a flag. Okay. I was say I thought I saw a flag there. I was like, ain't no way. Should have been a hold. Hold up a second. I'm gonna double check and make sure that I'm not wrong on this one. No, it's not a hold. Never mind. On 4th and 2, they're going for it. Bo Nix under center. I guess just trying to make them jump off sides. Yeah, that's it. Good for him. Okay, so it's gonna be we come back from a short little break. They're gonna take the delay game, make a little bit of a easier field goal by going back because it'll be a weird angle. So Will Lutz on kick this extra point. Kick this field goal to make it a 6-point game. I tell you what, if a Browns defender jumped off sides, I've been laughing. I always liked when we ever did that. We always had anything frozen. The call would be something like cold, like Yeti or something like that, and we get people to jump off sides all the time. Kick is up and kick is good. 36-yard field goal attempt. So 31-25. A weird score, but Broncos lead by 6. 1:52 remaining in the third quarter. Like I said, this has turned out to be a really good game. For a minute there, I was about to be like, oh gosh, this is a slog. I was like, oh my goodness, but no, it's pretty good. Yeah, Bengals versus Cowboys next Monday. I'm like, so of course, I'm streaming that. Streaming the Lions Packers games as well on Thursday. I tell you what, I don't know. Oh, that's right. They got the Simpsons on Disney Plus and ESPN Plus. Well, I I'm gonna probably pick the Bengals for that game, but like score wise, dude, I am. I don't even know. I think I'm probably do like something like 38-28 or something like that. I'm like, this is gonna be a long. This should be a high scoring game with a lot of wild stuff going on. I probably should have picked higher for this game. But I was not expecting a 93 and then a 70-yard touchdown back and forth. So, still a great game. Not complaining at all. But, okay, wait, let me look. Who is going to end up getting these points? Okay, I got 44. He got 45. Um. Okay, good. So Alex will probably get it. If the Broncos win, Alex will probably get it. Good for him. Okay, so he'll get the extra points. I'll be 1 point ahead. Oh gosh, crap. I'll be 1 point ahead in second place. But it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. I'll still be in second place. From the 30-yard line, James Winston in shotgun formation with Jerome Ford to his left. And going to be Hannah Ford, who's going to cut back and gets 1 yard. Nothing there. DJ Jones with a tackle. So it'll be second down and 9. 140 left to go in the third quarter. 31-25. Why wasn't Patrick Surtain on Jerry Judy more often? That didn't make any sense. James Winston drops back a pass, quickly throws out to Njoku, who's going to get about a yard short of the first down, maybe probably a yard and a half. So it'll be third down and a short 2. Yeah, Javonte Williams has not been any. Oh, I already answered that. That's right. But Javonte Williams has not done really anything since that touchdown, so I think you're good there. You just really have to hope and pray that how the defenses do. 47 seconds remaining in third. Third down for the Browns. Under center is Jameis. Going to send Jerry Jeudy into motion. Going to be a pitch out to Ford. He's going to try to get the edge. And he's going to. Whoa, I don't think he got it. I think Levi Wallace pushed him right. Yes, he did. He gained half a yard, but Levi Wallace was able to get off the block. No, McMillan. Sorry. Definitely not Levi Wallace. McMillan able to push him out right before the first down marker. And it's going to be a punt. And the Browns are going for it. Well, I mean, it's probably going to let this clock go out. 5. Oh my gosh, they are going for it, and they got the first. Oh wow, that is a risky play on their own 39-yard line. They go for it on a 4th and 1 with the last like 2 seconds of the third quarter, and they barely get it. First down 10 we come back for the Browns, down by 6, 31-25. I'm excited to see how this fourth quarter goes. That's crazy. That is crazy. But yeah, I said earlier I couldn't find where what Riley Moss's injury like length would be, but I would assume since he's not a they're showing the Simpsons thing right now, the Simpsons Fun Day. Um, mm, I wonder if this is going to be as bad as the Toy Story one was. I don't know. Like, okay, I understand. I understand the appeal of trying to do like the Nickelodeon, trying to do that kind of stuff to, and I think it was Goodell's words like reach a new audience or whatever. Um, but for certain people, it's going to be like I don't want to watch this. So I'm appreciative that they're at least having an option of like, yeah, you know what? If you want to watch Simpsons thing, you can watch that. If you don't, just do regular ESPN. But you know, I'm trying to remember what this song is called. I've heard it so many times. It's like it's like my tears are becoming a sea. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. It's used a lot in commercials nowadays. Is this a truth? Is this like a Trust commercial? Yeah, they're talking about e-cigarettes and stuff like that. Yeah, I think this is a Trust commercial. I'm pretty sure it's more than one in four, but okay. Um, I don't like. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't know how good those kind of commercials do. Like I went through the Dare program and like I was good. I didn't do I didn't do drugs and all that kind of stuff like that. But like it's not really. I don't know if it really works. I don't think it really works. But I don't know. It's just the thing about the commercial. Anyways, back to the actual game. From the 40-yard line, first down 10. James Winston, the shotgun formation. Going to be handoff to Nick Chubb, who is going to get maybe a yard, and that is about it. It's be second and 9 from the 41-yard line. And Sean Payton was upset that there was not a false start call because Wyatt Tiller technically went a little bit early, and I was letting James Winston get that first down. So I can understand why he's a little bit upset, a little bit peeved, if you say. James Winston under center with Nick Chubb in the backfield from the 40.5 yard line. Going to be a play action pass. Is getting immediate pressure from Nick Bonito, who's going to sack him back at the 23-yard line and gets an assist from Jonathan Cooper, who absolutely drills James Winston. James Winston gets a little bit peeved because he got absolutely blasted right in his helmet by Jonathan Cooper. Oh wow, the wide receiver actually helped out Nick Bonito. Okay, I can understand why James Winston's a little upset because I mean, it didn't really hit him right in the head, but like it was like a face mask to helmet thing. But that's a deep loss. A deep loss. That's a large loss. 3rd and 23. I don't know if I said deep loss. James Winston. Play clock's at 4, 3, 2, 1. Draws back to pass. Quick throw. And Joku gets up to about the 40-yard line. Still good, you know, good catch and run, but unfortunately, basically gets the 13 yards they lost, and it's going to be 4th and 10. Yeah, I don't care. I would not call that a penalty. 4th and 10, and Bajorquez, who's had a pretty good night, it's going to be unfortunately out of the back of the end zone. So it's going to be first down 10 for the Broncos, who are up by 6, 12:40 left to go in the fourth. Broncos have 2 timeouts, and the Browns have all 3. B. I can't remember the last time I went to Starbucks. This is the commercial is on my TV. I'm not like a coffee drinker. Like I don't. I've maybe had 3 sips of coffee in my life because I tried my dad's, who he usually gets like the regular French vanilla. You know, he's well back then he was like 50 something. Um, And then I've tried my mom's twice because she had a she used to get one that was like Cold Stone Creamer, and then the other one was like Almond Joy. And like I don't know, I'm just not a coffee drinker. Like I usually don't need it in the morning because I'm usually just like I get up, I'm a morning person. I'm also a night owl in the same exact way. I don't know how that works, but like I can stay up late like I'm doing this and I'll be fine, and then I can wake up early in the morning. I'm good. I don't know. I still need sleep, of course. Like I can't do it constantly, but I can. It varies, but like um, I don't know. I've never really needed coffee. I'll just try to stay hydrated. Um, I might get a soda every now and then, but I don't know. That's the reason why I don't do energy drinks. Like so in the first ever I think yeah, literally the first ever basement video. I got a monster for the character of Jackson for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I opened it and was drinking some. So I was like, oh, give me a little bit of energy. And I hadn't had a monster in a very long time because when I would have monsters, I wouldn't sleep because there'd be too much energy because I already have enough energy as it is. And I was just like wired. I was like eyes open wide, just like you know, like I that's the reason I can't have monsters or anything like that. Cause like I said, I'm already energetic as it is. I'm a bigger person, but like I'm energetic and it was too much. I give you that. It was way too much. That's for sure. All right, so 31-25, first down 10 for the 20-yard line is going to be the Broncos. Bo Nix in a shotgun formation with looks like Williams is in there to his left. So sorry about that, Emmanuel. Bo Nix is going to drop back to pass. And it's going to take a deep shot, and it's going to be incomplete and picked off by not Cam Ward, by Denzel Ward. Well, Emmanuel, I'm sorry, but the Browns did in fact get an interception. And Garrett is, oh, that's not good. He's kind of holding on to his back of his leg. Yeah, Ward opens up and trying to take a deep shot to Marvin Mims, but unfortunately, Marvin Mims is not really a jump ball guy, and Ward picks it off. I don't mind the deep shots, but there's been a lot of them. And he just like leaves it up there for just like, hey, you make a play. Okay, so Browns take over, first down 10 from about the 30. I want to say like 37-yard line. No, sorry, 28-yard line. James Wilson under center with Nick Chubb in the backfield. Drop back to pass, and Jameis throws, and it's going to be wide open. Is Jerry Judy up to the 50 or the 45, down to the 40, down to the 37-yard line? It was a crossing route, but how in the world was he that wide open? Okay, let's see here. All right, crossing route, and nobody picks him up. Yeah, no, nobody picks him up. Okay, so there you go. First down 10 for the Browns. GG Shat, my fantasy is cooked unless a miracle happen. Yeah. James Winston tips up in the air. Oh, ho, 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 Emmanuel. You almost had yourself one. But yeah, no, that's pretty bad. That's pretty brutal. Goodness. 7 receptions for 202 yards and a touchdown. That's crazy. That's pretty crazy. I need another pick six, Javante fumble, or a special team score. Mm, I don't know. James was under center with Nick Chubb in the backfield. Going to be a handoff to Nick Chubb, who is going to try the middle and get about two. So third down and 8 for the Browns. Or Browns give up another 200 yards of offense. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you're going to get another 200 yards and 11:35 to go in the fourth quarter. Might have to resort to a turnover. And I think this might be your best bet. Try to get that turnover, man. I don't know if it's going to come though, but it could. All right. So James Wilson in shotgun formation with Nick Chubb to his right, or maybe forward. I can only see a four. Drop back to pass and throws cross the middle is going to be caught up to the 20-yard. No, actually the 21-yard line is Woods. Yeah, yeah, Manuel. I don't know. You can still get a pick six. Who knows? What Levi Wallace? Goodness, he has just been absolutely cooked. Absolutely cooked. First down and 10 from the 21-yard line. James Wilson under center with forward in the backfield, I believe. Draws back a pass and almost gets sacked. Falls up in the air. Someone recover it just in case. Well, okay, I was going to say incomplete. Nick Bonito almost gets there, though. Oh, great move by Benito. He fakes the long arm and then spins out of it. That's like I said, who was it? I think it was TJ Watt. It might have been TJ Watt that did another move that was really nice. I can't remember if it was TJ Watt or who it was, but somebody did another move that was really nice a couple weeks ago. James Winston throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Try to get it to Jerry Jeudy, but unfortunately, Surtain is there. So it'll be third down and 10, 10-27. No, sorry, 10-24. Let's go in the fourth quarter. Still 31 to 25. Browns would not hesitate to kick a field goal here to make it a 3-point game. Like I said, great defense by Patrick Surtain. All right, third down and 10. And they're going to call timeout. Jameis is upset about something. Obviously, like they didn't. I don't know if they got the play call in late, but this should not set up either. Like they talking with Jerry Jeudy, so I don't know what happened. But I mean, they broke out late. They weren't able to get set, so unfortunately, it's going to be a delayed game. So we third down and 15. All right, so third down and 15 from the 26-yard line. James Wilson in shotgun formation. Actually, sorry, empty set. Draws back to pass and is going to check it down. And oh wow, Jerry Jeudy up to the 10 to the 9-yard line. Jerry Jeudy having the game of his life. First and goal from the 9. Wow. Okay. Well, he's like in the flat, and then he just steps up, and unfortunately, a whiff by Chenard. All right, so first and goal from the 9. Nick Chubb to the left of Jameis Winston. Going to be fake, but Jameis Winston rolls and down to the 5-yard line, gain of 4 yards there. Jameis Winston faking out. Who was that he faked out? Might have been Zach Allen. Fumble. Well. Oh no! Wait, am I behind? I felt it in my bones. What happened? What happened? I was like, am I behind? I know there was a buffer. Am I that far behind? No, no. I'm gonna trust that you're trying to talk into existence. Empty set. James Winston drops back to pass, throws, and it's going to be Nick Chubb for a touchdown. Looky there. Nick Chubb getting himself a receiving touchdown. Good for him. I mean, well, no one actually lined up on him, so it's kind of easy. Nothing happened. I'm trying to manifest it. That's what I'm saying. I felt it because I was like, I can't be that far behind. But no, unfortunately, Emmanuel, it is not. It is a touchdown tie ball game. Extra point makes it a 1 point lead for the Browns. Kick is up and kick is, ooh, it is good, but barely. 32-31, 8:57 left to go in the fourth quarter. This has been a crazy game. Good for Nick Chubb, bad for my fantasy, but that's on me. Hey, you know what? You win some, you lose some. It's okay. You went on a little bit of a win streak there. Unfortunately, you do got to come down a little bit. So Nick Chubb gets himself a touchdown. That's good for him. And now the Browns are up by one. Like I said, it's still anybody's game. You got 8:57 remaining. Three timeouts for the Browns, two timeouts for the Broncos. Broncos just need to do something. So Zoe, you need to manifest. You need to manifest. You need to manifest the Broncos scoring. Good for Chubb, but bad for my Broncos. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's that's the hard part sometimes with the NFL, also with college a little bit too, but mainly with the NFL, is that you start to grow love for some of these players, but then when you go against your teams, you're like, oh, I, I want you to do good, but not against my team. It's like, yeah, like part of me feels good about Baker. He got screwed over by the Browns. He didn't really get screwed over by the Panthers because we gave him every opportunity. It was just not working out. But also it's because of who is our play caller, who shall not be named. Um, but he revives his career and revives his career at the Rams, and then goes to the Buccaneers, and he has 2 good years. This is still a second year, but so you feel happy for him. But I don't want him to do well against my team because it's my team. And technically, he didn't do that well because he threw 2 picks, and one was to a rookie, Sean Smith Wade, who I'm very excited for. He's done a pretty good job at nickel. He's been doing like for a rookie, pretty good job at nickel. I'm excited to see how he goes for the remainder of the year, and especially going into next year. Um, did I even talk about the Panthers at the halftime that I said I was going to? I don't even remember if I did so or not. That's what I'm saying. I sometimes my memory is trash. Other times it is strangely pinpoint accurate. I cannot explain it. If I didn't talk about the Panthers, um, short quick thing. I just talk about draft position. That's what I did. That's what I talked about the Panthers. Um, I I'm super duper excited for my Panthers to continue to play well, regardless of a win or lose, and just be happy with the fact of, hey, we're on the right track. Whatever happens, we're on the right track. You gotta believe, you gotta trust the process, and who knows, maybe we might be relevant in the not too distant future. Maybe we could have relevant football in January. And the kick is underway, and it is going to be way back in the back of the end zone. Yeah, they were showing it just before about the Broncos defense, like quite literally, um, like they were like top 3 or top 5 in most categories, and then now they lift up like 500 total yards and um, 32 points, which averaged like 16 something, like 16.8. Like I said, it definitely hurts not having one of your key secondary players, but this is ridiculous. Okay, from the 30-yard line, Bo Nick's going to be a handout to McLaughlin. He's going to try the right side, cuts in and gets about 2. I think they're going to give him 3 yards there. So second down 7. I love Baker Mayfield. I was a big defender of his when he first signed with Tampa, pre me becoming a Falcons fan. Even though we sweep the Bucks, they still run the division. I hate that I have to hate Baker since when he succeeds, I suffer. Yeah. like but as I'm saying is like I talked about earlier with the Buccaneers is like it's hard for me to hate the Buccaneers because just for so long they were just not good. But it's starting to get that where I'm like I don't know if I can like you anymore. Bo Nix throws and great throw to Cortland Sutton who gets up to the 50 down to the 48-yard line. I'm pretty sure they still haven't combined for 60. I'm just now thinking about it. I don't know how much Bo Nix got for that 93-yard touchdown. I got to look at the next commercial break is actually how much they would get. Bo Nix under center with was that timeout? What happened? Oh, a medical timeout. Okay, okay, okay. I was wondering. I was like, what happened? I'm really happy for your Panthers and Bryce. Thank you so much, Zoe. Yeah, I'm really happy that I did not give up on Bryce. I was close, but I did not give up on Bryce. I was still willing to see how the remaining of the season went, and it has worked out really well for us. He's gotten his confidence back because he did not have his confidence the first two games. And it was evident. Um, and yeah, like I said, um, he's had a pretty couple good games. Now, could they be better? Of course, but like it's still developing. It's still developing, and we don't really have to worry about what's happening this year. It's just more so, can the players surrounding Bryce, can the team continue to look well? And McLaughlin gains about 2 yards there, so it's, again it'll be about second down and 8. Ooh. Okay, so that's what it was for. Grant Delpit came in, and they basically called a concussion thing for him, a concussion check. So that's the reason why there was a medical injury timeout. I don't know why there was beforehand, but Bo Nix throws. Oh my gosh, caught by Kroll, but could have easily been tipped up in the air by Shelby Harris, who dropped into coverage. First down 10 for the Broncos. That's crazy. Let's see here. Oh man, no, like Shelby Harris almost caught a pick. That was a great. It's a great like underneath coverage, but it just barely misses his paw. So it'll be first down 10 for the Broncos. Goodness. Bo Nix under center from the 34-yard line. Going to be a handoff. That's McLaughlin up to the 30, down to about the 26-yard line. It's going to be about 2 yards short. Second down and 2. 6:08 left to go in the fourth quarter. McLaughlin is 16 yards away from 100 yards. It would snap the 29 games streak for the Broncos. Second and a long one. Gonna be a quick throw, and unfortunately is behind Vele. That's on Bo Nix there. Just a little bit behind him. Yeah, McLaughlin had a pretty good game. It'd be nice if he can hit 100 yards. Bo Nix in a shotgun formation. Draws back to pass and throws, and it's going to be caught. It's going to be a first down to Cam Sutton. So going to be out to the 18-yard line, I believe. Now I'm getting really concerned about my they don't as long as they don't get 60 combined points because I don't really know how much Cam Sutton has gotten. I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay, so at least the two picks. So Bodix only had 289 and 6 for 102. Okay, I should still be good. I should still be good. Going to be a handoff, and that's going to be to estimate who's going to lose 2 yards there. Going to be second down and 12. And they were in a half pistol there, and unfortunately that did not work out at all. Okay, okay, I feel good. I thought Bo Nix had more passing yards than he did. Ward is going back to the locker room. That's not good. He's holding on to his arm. Second down, 12 from the 20-yard line. Bo Nix empty set, drops back a pass, and that's going to scramble. Is going to run 15 down to about the 14-13 where he slid, trying to avoid from getting absolutely clobbered like Trevor Lawrence did. That one was atrocious. I think I'm going to mark him down about the 14. Third down six. So they only gave him, they gave him to the 14. Bo Nix in a shotgun formation with Williams to his left. Drops back a pass. Quick throw. Going to be caught. And, he is a yard short. That is Marvin Mims. Going to be fourth and about a short win. Short one. Goodness gracious. 3:20 left to go in the fourth quarter, and the Broncos are going for it. Fourth and one, and a shotgun, and there's a timeout. 2:57 remaining in the fourth quarter. Timeout for Denver. They only have one timeout remaining. It is a fourth and one. Uh, okay. Here's the issue. Because you burn a timeout, now if you don't get the first down, then that means that the Browns can. You have one timeout. You have a 2 minute warning. So technically, you could get back with 2 minutes remaining. If a run play, timeout, run play, and then they have to do one more run play before the 2 minute warning. But they're going for the extra point. Okay, good. So 27-yard field goal attempt by Will Lutz. Kick is up, and kick is going to be right down the middle. So it is going to be 34-32. 2:54. No, sorry. Yeah, 2:54 remaining in the fourth quarter, and all three timeouts for the Browns now. All three timeouts. It's still anybody's game. Hmm. Yeah, Troy Aikman's kind of talking about what I was just talking about. Like if they actually gone for it on fourth down, didn't get it, like it would have been really really rough for the Broncos. So I'm okay with taking the field goal there, because of if they hadn't called a timeout, then I would have been okay with you going forward on fourth down. But because you did, no. Hey, Zoe, I would be nervous too. Like I said, you got 2:54 remaining. You still got a 2 minute warning, and you also have all three timeouts. Let's see. Let's see if the Broncos can pull it off. Let's see if your top five defense can actually show up. Kickoff's underway, and it's going to be out of the back of the end zone. Oh, yeah. Bounced out of the back of the end zone, so it'll be first down and 10 from the 30-yard line for the Browns. And it is getting loud in Denver. Jameis Winston has 446 yards, 4 touchdowns, and an interception. Interception being pick six. James Winston drops back a pass and is going to step up in the pocket and is going to get sacked at about the 21-yard line, a 9-yard loss. That's Jonathan Cooper on the sack. Second down and 19. 2:34 remaining in the fourth. Second and 18. James was in a shotgun formation. Drops back a pass. Steps up in the pocket, rolls out, and is going to run for some yards. Gets about to the 28-yard line. Well, they mark him at 27. So it's going to be third and about 13 for the Browns. You still got the 2-minute warning. You still got all three timeouts, 2:04 remaining. So it's not the end of the world if you do not get it here, but you would have to stop the Brown. You still have to stop the Broncos from getting a first down if you cannot convert this third and 13. Empty set, plays like a 2-1, drops back a pass. He's got time, taking a shot, and that is a catch. Wow, Elijah Moore. 15 yards. First down for the Browns at the 42-yard line, and that is the 2-minute warning. Ooh, Zoe. Let's see. Did he get in? Both feet are in. That is a toe. That is toe tap right there. Wow. This has been a crazy game. This has been a crazy game. Oh man. So when we come back, it's gonna be first down 10 from the 42-yard line. Browns. All he needs is a field goal, but yes, Dustin Hopkins technically kicked the 45-yarder, but he missed his first field goal from 47 yards, so nothing is automatic. How funny would it be if the Broncos won off of a blocked field goal? Just saying, Zoe. You know, as some retribution for you losing to the Chiefs on the blocked field goal, they'd be like, you know what? This has been too good of a game. We need a reminder of like anything can happen at any time, and Broncos block a field goal to win the game, just to show some kind of parity, in the NFL. I'm putting that into existence. I'm putting that into existence. Block field goal for the win. It could happen. It could definitely happen. Who's that? I do not like Coors Light. It's absolutely abysmal. I had it once, and I do not plan on having it ever again. Terrible, absolutely terrible. I'm trying to remember if I was look. Oh no, that's right. I was gonna look up what Bo Nix and Cam Sutton had because I was concerned. I was like, holy crap! I was like, if somehow they combined for 60 points, but then they showed on the bottom. They showed like the actual stats, and I was like, okay, Bo Nix has not been throwing as much as I thought he was, and Cortland Sutton doesn't have as many as I thought. I keep on saying Cam Sutton. I just now realized that I kept on saying Cam Sutton earlier, and I'm really sorry to Cortland Sutton. If you never gonna watch this, but I'm very sorry for calling you Cam Sutton. You do not deserve that. Cam Sutton, off human being. Sorry about that. So, we're back from the 2-minute warning. And it's going to be first down 10 for the 42-yard line. James Winston in the shotgun formation got Njoku to his left and got Ford to his right. Now going to make an empty set. Draws back to pass and quick throws outside and picked by the Broncos. And he wasn't touchdown. Gets up and it's going to be a pick six by the Broncos. To make it, if they get this extra point, it makes it a 9-point game. Is this the same Broncos team that mollywhopped my Falcons? It absolutely is. It absolutely is, because your Falcons chokes it away. But guess what? A pick six by the Broncos with this extra point will make it a 9-point game and secure a Broncos victory. It was on an out. It was floated out there. 29 was never down. McLaughlin, not McLaughlin, sorry. McMillan never got touched. Wow. Wow. That was not the way I thought this was going to end. Will Lutz on for the extra point. Kick is up and kick is good. So it is a 9-point game. 148 remaining in the fourth. Now, chaos could ensue. Browns have all 3 timeouts. I'm just putting that out there. But it is kind of wild that on out route, great job at McMillan. It was also kind of a bad pass. It was inside instead of being outside on the outside on. I messed up all that. It was an outbreaking route that he threw on the inside. And you never do that, especially like McMillan. McMillan has played really well in certain parts of the season. He's still a young corner, but you can't just like lay that one out because that's an easy pick. Holy crap! I'm currently winning my fantasy by wait by 7 or by .7 because you have the comma after the 7. Return by more up to the 20, up to the 25, and that's it. So first down 10 for the 25. Yeah, it is. So Emmanuel, is that 7 whole points or is that by .7? Because that's a huge difference. Okay, 144 remaining the fourth. All timeouts for the Browns. One timeout for the Broncos. Empty set for Jameis Winston. Drops back to pass and is going to throw, and it's going to be caught by Njoku, but basically gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to be it. Clock is running. 134 remaining the fourth. By 7 actual points. Oh my gosh, man, you're going to win. Well, yeah, you're going to win. You should win. You should win. Second down 10 from the 25-yard line. James Wilson, empty set, drops back pass, and is getting pressure from the inside. Throws, and that's going to be almost picked off again by Locke. But unfortunately falls right through his hands. So it'll be third down and 10 from the 25-yard line. I mean, goes right through his hands. Oh, P.J. Locke. Jameis Winston, third down and 10, 1:15 remaining in the fourth. Broncos are up 41-32. The game is pretty much over because it's up by 9, but anything crazy could happen. Jameis Winston in an empty set. Drops back to pass. Getting a little bit of pressure. Throws, kind of a check down, and dropped by Njoku. went right through his hands. 4th and 10 from the 25-yard line. 1:08 left to go in the fourth. 7 points of Roman numerals. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. I need that I need that clarification. I was confused because I thought it was like a comma or it was a period after the 7. I was like, I wasn't quite sure, but I think you're good. I think you're good. I think you won this one. This is the Browns' record 460 passing yards. Jameis Winston is an empty set from the 25-yard line, 4th down and 10. Drops back to pass. Throws across the middle to be caught as we have first down up to the 40-yard line is Jerry Jeudy. Adds to his historic night. 1:04 remaining in the fourth, and a timeout is called by the Browns. Oh, that's interesting. Most anyone's had against their former team. Irving Fryer, that's a throwback. 94 against the Patriots, and then Terrell Owens, obviously, against the 49ers, where he left. He previously had been with the Eagles, then with the Cowboys. Jameis Winston, an empty set from the 41-yard line. 1st down and 10. Drops back to pass, and he's got time, throws, and it's going to be caught. Oh, incomplete. Moore had it in his hands, but when he came down, he lost grip and it fell out. So, it's going to be 2nd down and 10, 59 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. So, they basically had it with like his fingertips, but that's it. All right. So, 2nd down and 10 from the 41-yard line. Jameis Winston, the empty set. Draws back to pass. And he's got time, steps in the pocket. Throws on the run. It's going to be caught by Ford up to the 50, up to the 45, up to the 40, down to the 38. Okay, they didn't call a block the back. I was just making sure because Jerry Jeudy kind of he did a block with like his back, so it's not going to be blocking the back. But 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Browns still have 2 timeouts. Jameis Winston is approaching 500 passing yards, 3 yards away from a 500 on the Broncos. Thank you, Broncos, for saving my fantasy week. You ripped my heart out week 11, but I forgive you. It's my fault for liking the Falcons. I mean, that's kind of true. You know, you could have done a happier franchise, but you chose the Falcons. Unfortunate. Taking a deep shot and is going to be incomplete. Try to get to 81, but there is going to be a flag on number 31. Woods is the target. Got Abrams drain from Missouri, the rookie. Did it occur in the end zone? No, spot the foul. Okay, so 1st down and 10 for the Browns. Like I said, 44 seconds remaining. Like I said, the game's pretty much over, but it's interesting to see what happens. He does grab the right arm, so it is definitely a flag, but goodness. Jameis Winston and a shotgun formation with Nick Chubb to his right. Now moves over to his left. Jameis hands the ball off. No, actually holds it and throws a pick. 10. That is returned up to the 30, up to the 35, 40. Horse collar, technically, but they're not going to call it. Up to the 45-yard line. Pick by Barton. And that is going to seal the game. Broncos are going to win 41-32, 34 seconds remaining. Even if the Browns call their 2 timeouts, it does not matter. The Broncos do not give up a 500-yard passing game, but they do have to have some concerns. Obviously, with Riley Moss being out, their secondary got exposed. But they're able to get the win they're able to move to 8 wins and still have a chance of winning the division or becoming the wild card. Ryan, respectfully, you're a Panthers fan. So you may have about as much right to dunk on other franchises as I do. Hey, I understand that, but I don't have a history of choking. I'm I'm just I understand as a Panthers fan I don't have much to stand on, but I don't nearly have as much of a history of choking as Atlanta sports franchises. I'm just saying. But yeah, no, we absolutely have had a rough go at it. No, I get it though. I get it though. You can only trash talk as much as like is somewhat true. If you are a sucky franchise, if you're a sucky team, you can trash what you are not. I am like we are not a choker because we're not expected to win. Falcons are a choker because they also expect to kind of choke, and it's kind of that it's kind of been that way for a very long time. You're never going to be able to live down 28-3, and until you win a Super Bowl, you never will. Same exact way that the Panthers would never live down Cam not jumping on the fumble. So there you go. I roasted me while also roasting you. Cam should have jumped on it. I'll see myself. I beat you to it. No. I beat you to it. I beat you to it. You can't say it. I beat you to it. But yeah, no, absolutely. and then Cam admits it. So it's like yeah, Cam admits it. But at least we had one of the best Super Bowls. We ended up losing. We had one of the best Super Bowls. In '03. So at least there's that. We don't have a terrible franchise history, but if we continue to be bad, then we will be pretty much there. But as far as like winning percentage, I think we're still like 20th, which is not terrible. But you know, yes, we choked the Super Bowl too. I understand exactly, like I said. Um, and then you got blown out in another one by the Broncos in '98. Um, yeah, because Broncos won back to back in '90. Well, hold a second. Was that '98 or was that '99? I think it was '97 and '98 because Packers won in '96, lost in '97 to the Broncos. Broncos won in '98. That's right. That's right. Because it was Dirty Birds. It was too legit to quit. MC Hammer 1998. Okay. Well, this was a fabulous game. A lot of twists and turns. Thank you so much for joining. Like I said, I will be streaming the Thursday night game, and then I'll be streaming the Monday night game. I will be working on getting like that three-part episode together, but I'll also be working on papers and the such. So it should be sorry about that. It should be out. Where am I going to be? I'm be shooting for Wednesday. I feel like that's a good strong date of like I should be done by not this upcoming Wednesday, but next Wednesday, as far as getting that all that together. So that's what I'm shooting for. Random question. Okay, what makes a bandwagon fan a bandwagon? I'm asking because I only started rooting for the Falcons after we fired Arthur Smith. Before that, I did not want to like the Falcons. Okay, okay, good question to end the stream. I only consider you a bandwagon fan if you are only becoming a fan of a team when they're at the most successful. So, am I a bandwagon fan for the Panthers because Cam Newton was my college quarterback for my college team, and then became the Panthers quarterback? I don't consider that to be a bandwagon because the Panthers were the first overall pick, the worst team in 2010. I don't consider that a bandwagon. I don't consider anyone a bandwagon if you're just now getting into football and you don't immediately go to, like, back in the day, if you immediately went to the Patriots. Now, you were from New England, that makes total sense. But if you are not from the area, or you do not have anybody who you like who is close to you from the area, and you just immediately go to that team, I will call you a bandwagon unless you stick with that team if they're bad. Like if you are still a Patriots fan after becoming a Patriots fan when they were good, then I don't consider you a bandwagon fan because you stuck with your team. I think that's the difference. So I don't think you're a bandwagon fan for just joining the Falcons after Arthur Smith was fired, because the Falcons haven't won a lot since 2016. Like they made the playoffs in 2017, same time we did, and 2018. Yes, but they haven't really been back since. So I don't think that's not bandwagoning to me. So I would not consider that bandwagon. Zoe, thank you so much for the game call. Thank you so much. Yeah, totally agree. Yeah, like I said, like I don't think that's bandwagon. I think you're good. I think you're good. And I will also say that if are a young kid, I will not call you a bandwagon fan because you're just a young kid. That's also my other thing that I would say. Like I wouldn't say the fourth grader that's a Chiefs fan is a bandwagon fan because he's just a kid, and also he's close enough to that area, so it makes sense. That's just what I was saying. That's just what I was saying. But yeah, thank you so much for a great game. I will see y'all on Thursday, and I look forward to it. So thanks so much for joining, and I'll see.